phone. That's why the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid is such a lifesaver. Wireless charging keeps that phone all juiced up so it's ready to use as your Hyundai digital key when you can't seem to find yours. As for the socks, well, that's on you. The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid with advanced tech for humans who are just that, human. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for details. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Okay, everyone, what did you think of the chocolate bar?
It's too chewy.
Feels kind of chalky.
Too much nougat.
I need to go brush my teeth.
Business is booming for Steph's small marketing research firm.
After all these focus groups, there's only one conclusion. I need more researchers.
And she's way too busy researching
Does this have peanuts?
to waste time researching resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Did you know that GUC's electric rates are the lowest in Pitt County? GUC's average residential electric bill using 1,000 kilowatt hours per month with load management is $21 lower than the investor-owned utilities and $34 lower than the local co-ops. In fact, GUC's average electric bills are still $10 lower than they were 10 years ago. Low rates with high reliability. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. This month, Doug Henry is giving away ECU football tickets. Stop in and register to win and purchase the vehicle of your dreams. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the price, right on the corner. Go Pirates!
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an auto owner's independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with auto owner's insurance.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Want to make your day better? Order a Papa John's pizza. Get an extra large, one-topping New York-style pizza for only $10.99. Made into 8 foldable slices, perfect for sharing or not. See, things just got better, and you get to eat pizza. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Brian Buck with Buck Insurance Agency. This season, when you attend your favorite sporting event, take the Game Day Pledge. If your team is playing, win or lose, support your team to the end of the game. When you leave early, you risk missing your favorite athlete making the play of their career. When our family buys a ticket, we always plan to stay to the very end. Take the Game Day Pledge this season with Buck Insurance Agency. Play to the end, stay to the end.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Pirate Radio,
WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville. WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
My God! Don't give me that Homer. You know that. No.
Hey! I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what? You agree with me?
I agree.
Yeah. Flip that, Shirley.
Claude Lemieux, he is the brother of this famous hockey player.
Pepe Le Pew.
Tony Dunn, you will not be making the Pirate Radio Live Open at this time.
It was just such a fresh of breath air.
Well said, John.
I can't even feel my head. Somebody got a big old head that wears these things. That would be me. Jamie, I have a gourd, son. I sit there every day. That's a tater right there.
That's all. I love y'all, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios. We are coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. You can find us on 1250, 930 online, PR927fm.com. And we'd love for you to come hang out with us on Facebook Live and YouTube. Give us a like, a subscribe, and be a part of our Pirate Radio family here on a Thursday as we've made it again to football night. Oh, it was a long Tuesday and Wednesday. Grueling. But we got to a football night. We got one college game, one NFL game tonight. And I just thought about this. If this was 10 years ago, I'd really hate hour number one. But I don't mind it as much now since the Patriots dynasty is over. But we're going to have two Patriots fans here, Danny Beal and Zach Kaplan, double the Pats on game night as the Patriots take on the Jets tonight. Thursday night football right here on Pirate Radio, App State, South Alabama, your college game. We'll talk a lot of ECU Liberty on today's show as well. Hear from the opposing coach, Jamie Chadwell, his thoughts on playing East Carolina. Jeff Nadu will break down some bets, including what he thinks his favorite play in East Carolina and Liberty. We got my chat with Ronnie Sowell. If you haven't seen it yet on YouTube, awesome chat with Chase's dad, who has his own story. And, man, really enjoyed talking to Ronnie Sowell. We'll play that for you in hour number two. Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, joins us on the show as well on a Thursday. Shirley Rhodes is back. Welcome back, Shirley. Zach. Welcome back, Shirley.
Good to be back.
You ran into a Pirate Radio fan?
Yeah, a Pirate Radio listener. I was standing in line, and she turned around, and she recognized the tattoo, which, by the way, on this day, 11 years ago, is when I got the tattoo.
How about that?
And she was an ECU grad, graduated in 2020, and who would have known that we actually have a mutual friend that we found out later on in the evening that we knew. So it was a really interesting, I don't know. I'm tired.
And I'm out of words.
Yeah, I was up really late last night. So.
All right, well, let's go to Zach. Zach, you have set the bar so high. I expect greatness from you, but you showed up at like 3:01 today. What's up?
I showed up at 3 on the dot.
No, you didn't. But the show had started. The Open had hit.
The Open was playing.
Yeah.
So it was 3 o'clock.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Good. I was just doing work. Got caught up doing work.
Doing work. Now, what does that mean?
Like schoolwork.
Oh, okay.
I had a test and a quiz tomorrow, so I was studying, and I was like, I should probably leave.
Good to see you. Good luck on your studies.
Thank you.
We've got Danny Beal joining us. Love the hoodie, DB.
That was the first thing you said to me today.
Yeah.
I was like, where'd you get that?
It's sharp. I like it.
Got it at the stove.
At the stove. How you doing, Danny? Back on tan cam. This guy's looking great.
You betcha.
You're glowing.
Yeah, I'm gorgeous.
You are gorge. How you feeling about tonight?
Well, now that me and Chandler are rewatching their game from last week, I don't know why Garrett Wilson has '08 Peyton Manning football sleeves on.
He does go with the
it's
sleeves.
so weird.
Yeah, Sam Bradford.
You're a wide receiver one in the AFC East. Why are you? That makes me like the Patriots even more now that I think about it.
You just gained some new
Look at that.
confidence.
It's so bad.
And he looks like a little kid, although
looks like he's wearing like an XL jersey.
It's kind of his thing, I guess. I don't know. And left side.
Strong side. What's up, Clipper?
How you doing, Sean?
Good, man. Hope you are.
Fair. East Carolina Liberty. Just real quick, don't know how to handle these things, but hearing there is an issue with a potential injury on the defensive side for East Carolina. I won't go. I hate to be cryptic. I didn't want to completely avoid it, but also if it's not confirmed, I don't want to talk about it. But now multiple people have seemed to hear the same thing. So could be coming out today. I don't know, but East Carolina could be down a key member of the defense when they take on Liberty. We'll check in with the chat gang real quick. Heidi ho. Let's get the third dub Saturday, says PJ.
PJ.
Jerry says, hello. He says, today is International Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Arg.
He used to celebrate that back in the day on Live at 5 with the creators of that day. Jamie says, hey now. Hey now.
Hey now.
Robert says, clip, bang, bang, Brock from the mean streets of G Vegas. Enjoyed the interview with Mr. Sowell. Yeah, I did get a lot of undeserved street cred from Chase Sowell's dad. He's, what did he say? He said, clip, the cool white guy with the gangsta name.
I didn't see that.
He said clip means something different from where I'm from. I was like, yeah. And he had some stories involving not so great stuff from his early days growing up in Florida. So really, really an intriguing interview, interesting interview. The background of Chase growing up around Ron Washington, Michael Bourne. He shared some pictures with me of him and King Griffey Jr., CC Sabathia. Chase was a huge baseball guy, apparently, but wanted to pursue football. So here he is at East Carolina. And, Sean, we're hoping for better performance from Chase Sowell. We heard Mike Houston and John David Baker talk about him on Wednesday, that he needs to – he can't make up for lost time. Like, it sounds like he's pressing or something.
Right.
They just need him to be him.
Yeah. Just go out there and be Chase Sowell, be the guy that we saw down the stretch last season. And unfortunately, he did miss a lot of time, probably just about majority of fall camp with a broken hand situation. But he's back and he's trying to get back into the groove. I've seen him make a few catches. Made one catch last week against App State. Unfortunately, lost the ball. Great defensive play by the App State defender with a peanut punch on that play. But I think we're going to see a lot from Chase Sowell as we continue on. And I expect that on Saturday against Liberty. And I think he's going to make the big plays. He was the only guy on that offense, it seemed like last year, that was stepping up and making plays. And now you have a lot of different weapons around you with Winston Wright, Anthony Smith, and others. But Chase Sowell is definitely one of those top three targets for Jake Garcia. And hopefully he can have a big day coming up on Saturday at 6 o'clock against Liberty.
We will be with you 2 o'clock on the Bud Light pregame tailgate coming up this Saturday, taking you right up to kickoff. Shirley, can we hear Liberty coach Jamie Chadwell and I'm going to tell you to stop it pretty early on in the clip, but can you just hit cut one real quick?
You got a little bit of history with Coach Houston. What do you remember about his teams then, and what similarities do they have today?
Well, they always play hard, and they're disciplined, and they're tough, and they're not going to beat themselves. You know.
All right, cut it. What have we talked about?
A carbon copy of Mike Houston.
What have we talked about since Saturday? East Carolina beat themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike Houston even talked about when I said yesterday. I asked him, how do you sustain early success? You're up 16-0 that first drive, and he said, a lot of it is execution. Well, you just got to do a better job executing, which means you can't beat yourself, right?
There was a player, was it Sakai, that said, it's not about ECU versus Liberty or whoever the opponent is. It's more about ECU versus ECU. Don't beat ourselves up. Don't make the mistakes. Like, let's just, let's win every rep. Let's win every snap. So that's something that East Carolina has done. Unfortunately, they beat themselves up in the first 2 games, but were able to find a way to win. And then on Saturday, you thought to yourself, all right, if they continue to do this, App State's not a team you want to do that because it'll cost you the game, and it ended up costing us the game on Saturday. So, I mean, ECU, if they want to win on Saturday against Liberty, they have to cut out the mistakes, the pre-snap penalties, the turnovers, and make the plays when the ball is thrown to you, especially defensively, because those 2 missed interceptions on Saturday were huge.
In conclusion, not all, but part of these weekly press conferences are absolutely useless because, like,
ECU could be 0-3 right now.
Yeah, the part where the coach talks about the other team is useless.
Right.
We can get some insight on what's going on at practice. I asked Coach Houston how Andrew Conrad's confidence is right now, and he says it's fine. The field goal, I guess he said he didn't play the win, the extra point.
There was a guy coming on the field.
He said somebody ran on the field late and it
startled
him.
Yeah,
he said it spooked him.
It spooked him. It spooked him. He wasn't in tune.
Danny, you know, like when you kind of look over and you think you see is it called an apparition, Shirley? You're a ghost person. And you get spooked, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Play along. That happened to Conrad. Happens to the best of us.
Has there not been a time where you've gone to pitch a ball and you see something in the corner of your eye? I feel like you were here a long time. Did that never happen where it like
just
spooked
throw
you?
strikes.
No?
There's Chandler. Ball 1.
Well, that's a good answer because you're always locked in, right?
My dad will always be yelling and fans will be yelling and I don't even he will.
Your dad is a yeller.
He will ask me after my outing, be like, "Did you hear me?" And I'm like, "I didn't hear anything." I don't even hear AK talking to me sometimes, nonetheless see anything. So it's like, I don't know if that's a dialed in thing or if I'm just spaced out. I don't know, but
you don't get spooked. That's a good thing. But anyway, point being, hearing these coaches talk about the opposing, and apparently like Chadwell and Houston don't even like each other, right? So it's all just a big game, and we play along with the game. As media people, we're like, hey, your thoughts on Liberty? And if you ask the coordinators, they break it down a little more as far as what they do, scheme-wise, players to watch. So you can get some nuggets out of it. I'm not saying it's completely useless, but just hearing him say, like, they don't beat themselves when literally all week we've talked about East Carolina beating themselves. I thought that was
because that was the topic of discussion when it comes to the App State game, beating ourselves.
Let's see. Eric says, full clip. What up, homie? Alex says, shame on you, Zach. Yes, that's ECU long snapper Alex Harper saying shame on you. Jamie says, can we just make DB on here permanent? I'll throw in for his salary.
Is that right?
Hey, what's the Venmo there?
Now we're talking.
Lane says, can Beal pull a bench warmers and hand the umpire a 20 and say, I am 20 and play again?
I think it's wishful thinking.
I've never seen that movie.
I think it'd have to be a lot
I am
more
12.
You've never seen bench warmers?
No.
Really?
I think
I am
too
12.
old. Like, when did that come out?
Probably 06.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man.
With old Billy Bob.
I was a grown adult.
You were a senior in college.
Who was the
graduating
Commanders quarterback in 06?
2006 would have been. 05 was the playoff year with Brunel. 06, I think, is when we drafted Jason Campbell.
Yeah, if you're rooting for Jason Campbell, you're not a grown adult. So let's call a spade a spade. You could have watched benchwarmers. It's been out for almost 20 years, dude.
I don't watch kids movies.
It's not a kids movie.
It's not a kids movie.
It's like a teenager.
Okay.
Movie. It's a good movie. All right.
This is the reverse. Usually, it's old people telling young people they should watch this movie. Now y'all are doing the reverse deal of this.
Yeah.
And you should watch Home Team.
Let me watch what I want to watch. Speaking of which, I got something political to say.
No, gosh.
Hey, boy. Oh, boy.
Put the fries in the bag.
Do you know where the graphic is, Zach, of topics of discussion that we cannot talk about on this show, on this program?
I mean, who here hasn't watched?
Do you need to be reminded of what we cannot talk about?
I was thinking of when you were talking about our football team's execution. Have you ever heard the quote? I can't remember what coach it was of.
I'm in favor of it.
So, Coach, what do you think of your team's execution today? I'm in favor of it? Yeah. I'm in favor of your execution if you keep chatting.
Brian Kelly tried to use that line in the last couple years and screwed it up.
Of course he did.
And tried to be funny.
My
but
family.
They need to be executed or
Yeah.
something like that. He basically said people need,
They
to,
need
die.
to be shot. Yeah. It's like, dude, what?
There it is. Banned topics.
They need to be executed.
Religion, politics, Chon's Love Life, Virginia Tech football.
Chon's Love Life. That's, yeah.
There you go. I'm just saying, who here hasn't watched it? All right, I'll move on now.
Wow.
News Now Carolina says bench warmer sucks.
By no means did I say it was a great movie. It's just still something you gotta watch.
By the way, speaking of Brian Kelly, he said our entire team needs to be executed.
Yeah. He was trying to use the old joke. Like yesterday, I did a Mitch Hedberg joke, and everybody was like, never do that again. It's all about the delivery. If you screw up the delivery, yeah.
Our entire team needs to be executed.
Zach, can you hand me my phone? It's charging. I got something. Oh, I can actually play it off this maybe. When I'm scared to use this computer after what happened yesterday. My computer's all jacked up on Diet Mountain. All right, this comes from Tyler. I guess he is an educator, and I received this today. This is he says 12-year-old saying put the fries in the bag. I guess it's class.
Put the fries in the bag.
Put the fries in the bag.
Got minions now.
Hey, Will Levis. Put the fries in the bag. Boy, that's scary that they are using us to
teach the youth.
Yeah.
Teach the youths.
Not good, Bob.
What did you learn at school today, little Billy?
I learned that you got to put the
fries in the bag.
Put the fries in the bag.
That Will Levis needs to put the fries in the bag.
Jamie says Clip's legs need to be added to that graphic.
Wow. Seems like a ricochet shot.
Don't discuss my legs. Randolph's in the house. What's up, Randolph?
Randolph.
Chon, vibe check. ECU and Liberty.
It was at a 6, I think. Gosh, I'm down to a 4.8.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. What did I say? 3.6? I'll stay where I'm at. I mean, I think East Carolina.
I don't like going down, man. But, I mean, hold on.
Pause. Hey, yo.
I don't like going down on the rates, on the ratings, on the vibe check.
But I like your honesty.
I don't know. Can ECU clean up the mistakes? Can they? How big of potentially this loss on defense, if there is a loss, play a factor into the
alleged?
If
you preface it with alleged, you can't get in trouble.
You can say a factor.
Yeah.
Like, no offense, Danny, your mustache, it looks stupid.
How much will
But
Liberty's...
I said no offense.
Yeah, well, I can't take offense to it. That's how that works.
As much as you want to. So Chon is not upbeat and positive about this football game. I'm going to stay where I'm at. I think ECU can win this game. In fact, Brad Powers, gambling guy, was on Pick Central today.
Jack Powers' dad?
Yeah, no. He was asked about the underdog that could win outright. Shirley, do we have that from Pick Central on Barstool today?
What about an outright dog to take a stab at?
Oh, good one. I got one for you. I think East Carolina can beat Liberty. Liberty's being treated like the team from last year. They haven't covered a point spread yet. They failed to cover by 12 points per game. I watched the New Mexico State game. They should have lost to New Mexico State. I'm here to tell you, New Mexico State's a bottom 5 team in the country. You saw what Fresno did to them last week. And New Mexico State should have lost to an FCS opponent in week 1. Liberty's running back might not play. He's a really good one, probably a top 5 running back at the G5 level. I just need the East Carolina quarterback not to throw 3 interceptions like he's done every week. If he throws 2 instead of 3, I think they're live.
All right, cut down on the turnovers. Liberty is not Liberty. Again, they really haven't beat anybody with much of a pulse in this 15-game winning streak, regular season. Jamie Chadwell, if we can trust him, says this is the toughest opponent he's faced since being there.
Well, he also
you know what?
said
That clip's got me going up.
He also said that we don't beat ourselves, so does he really know what he's talking about?
Good point, Danny.
I'm at a 5.5 now.
Huh. So you are easily swayed, sounds like.
Clearly.
Not much, though.
When you watch a lot of YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
They show a lot of political ads, and it's all attack ads. Do you just go back and forth on candidates after each ad?
He's gonna go to the poll. He's gonna go to the polls.
Oh my God, he said that?
It's not.
Oh my gosh, she said this?
It's not even that. It'll be the last YouTube video he watches.
Yep.
The last ad that he's like, you know what, that makes sense, and then just go check that box when you go to vote.
It's like the guy scared of his own screams. His own screams. Like,
Shirley, this is a reference. We're talking about things we cannot discuss on the show. Brad says, can you talk about the skin on the elbow? Or is that also a no-go? That is a reference to something.
That is a reference to the last time we got in trouble.
Because
it's called a weenus.
Right, yeah.
Don't say it!
Oh, whoops.
Zach, are you able to edit the list?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, add
How do you
weenus.
spell that?
Weenus.
W-E-E-N-U-S? I don't know if that's how it's
That's
spelled.
not how that's spelled.
Could really lean into it and spell it, W-E-I-N-I-S.
How are you? Can I see y'all's?
Oh, you're right, Shirley.
It's so gross.
Is it? Is that how? Okay, so it's spelled W-E-E-N-U-S. Weenus.
Mine is.
You got a little loophole.
Dude, you got a lot. You got a Frank Beamer neck.
Yeah, I was just about to say,
You got a Frank Beamer. You
No Virginia Tech football.
Dang it! You got a gobbler, as my dad would say.
Oh boy! All right.
That's what my niece used to call the neck thing. She used to call me turkey neck.
Oh boy.
Weenus.
Frank Beamer's a hokey. Sorry.
Weenus is on the list. Let's take a break. When we return, another stinking masshole will join us. Zach Kaplan.
You're damn right.
Daddy, what do you think about the Patriots tonight? I think I'm about to take it over +6, but I might hammer the back line. I might sprinkle it.
It is crazy how spot on that is.
It's pretty good. All right, we will return with more sports talk here on Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Back with you after this.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Pirate Towing is now the exclusive towing partner for East Carolina Athletics. Pirate Towing has over 20 years of experience, open 24/7, and they can always assist you. Don't be stranded and wait for hours. Pirate Towing offers all roadside assistance to come give you a tow or jump start on game day or any day. Say Pirate Towing in your phone today and let the stress of car trouble go down. Pirate Towing, 955-4670. That's 955-4670, and also on Facebook. Pirate Towing, the preferred towing partner with ECU and Pirate Nation.
There's a special deal at US Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, Barbershop Quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
It's bow time. It's not just football season. It's tailgate season, and that includes every kind of football, whether it's got goalkeepers or goalposts. The kick is good! Because it doesn't matter where or how you tailgate. When you've got crispy chicken and fluffy buttermilk biscuits from Bojangles, your tailgate is better than great. It's legendary. Head to Bojangles and order your tailgate box with boldly seasoned chicken, fixins, biscuits, and legendary iced tea today. It's bow time.
Hey folks, Coach Steve Logan here, asking you to support the life-saving mission of the Atlantic Beach King Mackerel Tournament this October. This event helps raise needed funds for the fire department's purchase of life-saving gear that could save someone you love.
Join Bojangles, Window World, Flatlands Jessup Insurance, and Linda Wright Real Estate
as we raise money to save lives. Sign up for the Atlantic Beach King Mackerel Tournament or simply make your life-saving donation at WeFishForLife.com.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
Pirate Radio, your #1 station for the latest on ECU sports. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. You can stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. You can join them every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, shame on me and shame on every person in these two rooms for not talking about the big story in segment number 1.
What'd that be?
That would be Isley Indoor Performance Center.
Oh, yeah.
Is fully funded.
Glenn was telling me about that. He showed me the pictures. It looks cool.
As of late last week, we had 356 generous donors that made investments to build the Isley Indoor Performance Center. We were $2 million short of completely funding the building through private giving. Haven't introduced you yet. Please don't talk. Pirate Club Executive Director Ryan Robinson and I met with 2 individuals last week who agreed to fund the remaining cost of the indoor building, plus additional investments to benefit our student athletes and sports programs, said John Gilbert. Remember, we had him on the show last week, said they were nearing the finish line. Well, guess what? They reached that finish line. So there you go. This is additions, DB, as well as to the baseball facility.
Oh, yeah.
So
we're excited.
That's pretty cool. Let's welcome in from WNCT at Channel 9, Zach Kaplan. Hello, Zach.
Hello, Clip. Or should I say, do you have a new name now? Did Chase Sowell's dad give you a new name? Or are you still going by Clip?
No, he likes Clip. He was a fan of Clip.
I wasn't sure if you were doing full Clip now, or I don't know.
Nah, I don't. I received a lot of street cred from Mr. Sowell. I appreciate that. Jamie says, can someone teach Zach the PRL protocols, please? Don't talk until introduced. That Zach not talking is
tough. It did cross my mind, and then I just blew right through the stop sign.
Again, I'm mid-sentence, and he starts talking. He cannot stop talking. I have even... And Zach, we know each other well enough now that we can rag on each other a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But even before I knew you that well, I was like, Zach, do you ever just enjoy the sweet sound of silence?
Guy just loves the app.
Yeah.
Never.
And he doesn't. I can't imagine what it's like when you are alone in a room Be honest. Do you talk to yourself?
That's
a yes.
No, I've gone away from it lately.
So you used to.
Lately, I've started to self-guilt myself out of doing it.
That's hilarious. Zach, good to have you. You're a great guy. I just want to say that. I want to say that.
Thank you.
You are a great dude.
Yeah.
By the
You're
way,
a good hang.
I saw Danny Beal's hoodie, and I want to turn my water bottle around for the people at home because it is a New England Patriots game day.
All right. I want to get to that. Randolph
Right
says,
after you complimented me, I had to do something to make people hate me again.
Randolph says, I don't have a dog in the fight, but I believe it's going to be a bunch of field goals. Defense will rule the night.
I hope so.
Or who's got... What'd you say?
I hope so.
Why, Chandler? Why do you hope so?
Are you
I
the
hope so
Undertaker?
because I am the Undertaker.
Usually, after Sunday, watching your bets, you are the dead man.
Dude.
That didn't land. Sorry.
I need something to hit.
Yeah.
I need something to hit because it's been brutal. It's been brutal with my bets, but I feel good about tonight.
Let me ask you guys this as Patriots fans. I asked DB off the air before the show. Let me ask you this, Zach. How are you feeling about your team as a whole heading into week 1 against Cincinnati?
Oh, heading into that game?
How many wins did you think this year?
4.
All right, so now you legitimately think you can go to New York and win tonight, right?
Yes.
Yeah, do you think that...
Do I think they will? No.
But do you
think the line is...
Do you think that maybe the Patriots have played pretty decent? Well, they played great week 1 because they won the game. But, like, are they more of the team you thought they were preseason, or are they more of this 1-1 feisty team?
No, they're better than I thought.
Okay.
They're not...
Danny, it feels the same.
I think, and I don't mean this as a shot at you, Chan, but, like, you look at the Panthers...
Oh, I can't wait to hear what this is.
Like you know the Panthers are awful.
Talking about this last segment.
No, like
not a shot, but
no, but like
just go ahead and get it done.
Yeah. When you watch the NFL each Sunday, you know the Panthers are awful. The Giants are awful. I don't think you can put the Patriots in that tier, and I thought before the season they were.
Sure. How could you not?
Is that fair to say?
No, you got to win. Yes, you got to win, and you had a chance to win last week. You went into overtime.
But the NFL is so week to week. We kind of change who's great, who's not. I mean,
but both games they've shown up.
Do you think the line? Do you find the line disrespectful?
No, it's right.
Let me put it this way:
the line's right.
Before last year, Patriots hadn't lost to the Jets in like 10 years. So
my entire childhood,
until literally me growing up, I never knew what losing to the Jets felt like. And that's a crazy thing to say, but an in-division opponent I had not lost to since I was like 12 years old.
I think and I want to say with Buffalo, Brady lost them like 3 times.
Maybe.
I think it was 3 times ever, and one was I think he was suspended for one of them.
I think the last time before last year the Patriots had lost to the Jets was like the 2011 divisional game, which is crazy to think about. But
Mark Sanchez.
My point,
I can remember the losses to the Jets. Yeah. Mangini, 2011 playoffs, 2015 in overtime, and I think that's it.
It is one of those things where you have to prove that you're. It's more an organization.
No matter who the personnel is, no matter who the coach is.
It's an organizational thing. It's the colors. You have to prove you're better than me after I've owned you for so many years. So.
Yeah. So we got that coming up tonight.
But they play for Mayo, man. They play tough for him.
Hope it's a good watch. Honestly, I hope it's boring, Sean, with a lot of defense.
Oh, it'll be boring.
I'm with you.
No, get ready for a lot of handoffs.
Unless you have a dog in the fight like DB and I do. A little different then. But otherwise, no, it's going to be boring.
Where are you watching the game, Zach?
9 on your side studios.
Nice.
Well, that on, maybe a little App State on the side TV. Check in on how the Mountaineers do. I mean, hey, if you're an ECU fan, you better hope they win out, right?
Yeah, I don't care. You said App State would win last week.
I did.
You were correct on that, but how are you feeling 16-0? Did you think we were going to talk a lot of junk to you today?
The thought, I mean, granted, I'm like running up and down the field, so I'm like locked in the game. But at one point during a TV timeout, I'm like, man, they're gonna roast me next week for this. Like, I'm like, well, because in my mind, I'm like, wow, they might roll.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh boy, if I go on the radio, they're gonna be like, remember when you said 26-21 app? And then, they just. Here's the thing. I know the vibes are down here. I heard you say, 4.8 on the way down here, Chan? Mm-hmm. I'm at like a 6. I think they can go to Liberty and win. I think...
I was at a 6.
I'll take your spot at 6.
Okay.
I think they can go to Liberty and win, and I think people down here are going to... the vibes are going to be down. They lost a big game. The team that was considered inferior for forever is now superior. But that was the best team on ECU's schedule. I'll die on that take. That will be, when we look back at the end of the year, they will have the best record of any of ECU's opponents. And I don't think, and if this Liberty team, if Cooley is out for them, I think ECU is absolutely live to win the game because their run game is so diminished without Cooley on the Liberty side. And I think it makes them one-dimensional on offense. So if that's the case, and I don't know if Chadwell said anything. I haven't watched his full press conference yet. Not that he's going to say anything, but that makes the ECU defense a lot more lethal than they already are if they really only have to stop the pass.
You said two things, Zach, because you talk so much. You rarely just say one thing in a sentence. You say like three or four things. But you said, I think App State will be ECU's best opponent. I think I will agree with that. You also said they would have the best record. I don't know if I agree with that because they always have some dumb losses. Last year, let me see if I can find.
Would it be on brand if they lost tonight to a team that can't stop Danny Beal and I in the backfield, South Alabama? The defense is so bad.
So they lost to Wyoming. That's not too dumb. They lost to Coastal by 3. At Old Dominion's a good example. Is a favorite last year.
Come on.
What were you pointing to, Sean?
The 2022 season when they started 2-1.
Hosted game day,
but they went to Texas A&M. They went to College Station and beat the Aggies. And you're thinking, all right, can App State be this team, the Cinderella team of college football this year?
So then they pulled the miracle win over Troy, 32-28. That was game day, right?
Yeah, and
then the next week
deserve that.
They lose to James Madison, which isn't a bad loss, but. At Texas State, 19-point favorites, they lose by 12. Like, they always have a head-scratcher or two in conference.
They didn't go to a bowl game that year in 2022. They finished 5-7 after starting 2-1.
That says 6-6.
I think they went to a bowl game.
Oh, well, still, 6-6 after the way they started, you would think they would have ran the table.
Yeah.
But nope.
Well, what's interesting is they play, the App and Liberty play each other next week. So, I mean, someone's going to lose that game, usually anyway. And I don't know. Like, Liberty could finish with a better record because they play in Conference USA, but I think it's App's year to win the Sun Belt. I really do.
All right, Chuck says plenty of football left. I think we lose to Liberty, but beat UTSA and UNC.
Tar Heels jumped on the schedule.
7 or 8. Talking about Charlotte? Who are you talking about, Chuck?
I sure hope so. We beat
Charlotte.
we don't beat Charlotte, bro.
Yeah, if we don't beat Charlotte, we got to just I'm not a big fire the coach midseason guy.
Cancel the season is what I like to say. Cancel it. Cancel the season?
Cancel the season.
Yeah, you got to. Mike Houston's toast if they don't beat Charlotte.
Dude.
If they lose to Biff 2 years in a row.
What? All right, so
They will beat Charlotte.
Again, don't like to talk about another man's job, but devil's advocate, what does the record have to be for him to get fired midseason?
Oh, it's got to be.
He's not going to get fired.
Okay, all right.
I don't think it'll happen.
The only way that
I don't think it'll happen
happen
either. I just thought it'd be an interesting.
I think it would have to be
they lost
a lose-out scenario.
Who we play week 1, Norfolk State. That would be the only way, I think. But we beat them.
All right, what if we lose like the next 5 games?
I still don't know if it happens during the season.
All right.
Well, who are the...
Again, I hope he died. I don't want it to make this sound like I want this to happen. But
Wait a minute. Yeah, next 5 games.
If Temple
that would include Charlotte. So, yeah, I'm in.
If Charlotte...
You're 2-6 includes the loss to Charlotte.
If we're 2-6,
yeah.
You think?
Well, here's the thing. That 5th game would be Temple at home.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There's another one.
So in that case, in the context of that, if they really lose at Charlotte and home to, in my opinion, the worst team in the FBS, the Temple Owls.
It's not.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
bad
Temple's the worst team in college football?
It's bad.
In the FBS, yep.
Yeah,
I believe so.
They're down there.
I would have them at 133.
This is
or
not
134.
this is not a good positive conversation, guys.
I hope it doesn't happen.
Be having
Just
this
want to
talk.
preface it.
We
get
need
the
to
vibes
talk
up?
extension. How many wins in a row for an extension?
Go and out win a bowl game. We'll give you 10 years.
That's been proofs in the pudding there, right?
Sure.
They would have to be in play for the conference title to get an in-season extension, in my opinion.
I'm pretty down after the loss just because I had a guy at Sports Trivia last night. We were talking about it's fun to come on the air, do my group of 5 rankings, look at who's going to be that team. Oh, I'm sorry, the outsiders ranking.
Outsiders to watch, and East Carolina's been up there the first 3 weeks.
We don't say group of 5.
Outsiders.
The outsiders poll and all that. And ECU have a chance. And a guy last night was like, yeah, but did they really have a chance? Well, yeah, at 2-0, they were literally in the mix to be that team. to make the playoff. And now they lose a game. You take that away, it bums me out. But I'm starting to get over that and say if you can beat Liberty this week, beat 3-1 with UTSA coming to town, I could start to get a little bit more excited about this season.
But you also need like Memphis and Northern Illinois to.
I'm not really talking about the playoff thing anymore. I'm just talking about my personal excitement for this season.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I still think.
What bowl game excites you?
None of them. Not a one.
Fenway Bowl's pretty cool.
Okay.
But I'm biased.
Yeah, let's play in a stadium that was built in 1822.
And a stadium that's half
a week
like
before the Titanic
demolished.
sunk, big guy. Okay, you watch your tone.
Half demolished.
Half demolished.
What are you
talking about? A Liberty Bowl?
You coming at?
No, I'm talking about Fenway.
Oh my god! No, we're talking
Chandler
about
has
Fenway. We're talking about
issues
Fenway.
keeping up with.
I
what
thought you
we're
said
talking
Liberty Bowl.
I said the Fenway Bowl.
Oh, I thought you said Liberty.
We know that.
I was like, don't come after my
ads.
ballpark and call it half demolished. They'll put a 7th coat of paint on there before they
Sure.
demolish that thing. Come on, don't come.
Oh, the green monster! I'm so scared.
That's got to be a reusable clip.
Ooh. Don't look at left field.
He's back to pass. He falls down because he sees the green monster.
Conrad goes to kick.
That's scary.
You want to talk about
That's
spook?
scary as a
Yeah,
kick.
well, what happened on that field goal? He was spooked.
You wanna talk
he
about
was spooked
spook?
by the green monster.
He actually saw the ghost of Johnny Pesky on the kick. All right, it was unbelievable. You had to be there. You just had to be there.
Let's take a break. That was fun, guys. We have fun. I'm trying to look at the list of all the bowl games so I can tell you if there is one that actually would excite me. And there's not. I know there's not.
You're looking at the list, but you're already.
If ECU wins out and wins the conference, we get a pretty decent bowl game.
Such as what, Sean? Tell me.
The Cheez-It Bowl.
Tell me.
It's the first one I saw.
Pirates win the American. They don't go to the playoff. What good bowl game are we in? Do you know our bowl tie-ins? No.
Tie?
Fenway.
Yeah.
Armed Forces Bowl.
Oh boy. And you're excited about these.
Well, we're not going to be in those.
Tell me what we're going to be in.
Let's see here.
This is like a reenactment.
All right, here's
what about Hawaii? Are we still in it?
Tulane lost to who in our conference championship last year? Was it SMU?
SMU.
Where did SMU go last year? Find that. That's where we'd be. Let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go with Zach, DB, Zach, Shirley, Chonsky.
2 Zachs.
And the crew. Back with you after this.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, K-Ross Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us on 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our Float Therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At K-Ross Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared, sauna, cold plunge, and salt halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at KRossFloats.com. K-Ross Floats and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
Worth Chiropractic and his team are offering a new patient special only at the new location. Come see them at this fantastic facility. A visit to our new location gets you a free consult, complete exam, digital x-rays, and more for only $29. Our amazing new patient $29 deal is only available at the new location, Worth Chiropractic West, 2100 West Arlington Boulevard, offering the same safe, no surgery, drug-free treatment, convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective.
This is Captain Bo Brooks of Power Water Outfitters. When you're catching fish on the Pamlico, come to our place and pick up your Smithy cast ironware that'll sear your fish to perfection. We also have men's outdoor clothing, marshwear, Grundens, Duck Camp, and AFCO. We carry Bahio sunglasses and have all different selections of those. We are a fully functional fly shop where you can chase fish on the fly. We are Pirate Water Outfitters, 108 North Market Street, downtown Washington, North Carolina. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Go Pirates.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
It's party time. The city of Greenville is celebrating its 250th birthday, and you're invited. Join us on Friday, October 4th from 5 to 8 p.m. at 5 Points Plaza, downtown, for an evening full of fun for the whole family. Enjoy live music by the Dickens, explore a vibrant vendor market, or hang in the beer garden. And don't forget, attendees have the chance to win $250 each hour. Mark your calendar for the city of Greenville's 250th anniversary celebration on October 4th from 5 to 8 p.m. Come celebrate with us and find yourself in good company.
Pirate Radio.
Remember, in a pirate ship, in pirate waters, in a pirate world, ask no questions. Believe only what you see.
The voice of the pirate nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy to get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com. And do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. University Sportswear, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Guys, let's all calm down.
Eat a Snickers. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
All these bowl game talks has got us going insane. And now we're talking about ECU basketball during the break, and it's making us even crazier.
I tell Zach to quit talking.
Quit talking, Zach.
I put my headphones on, and all I hear is muffled Zach saying something. I don't even know he's talking to anybody. It's like Charlie Brown's teacher mom, whatever. All right, Chandler, where did SMU AAC champion play last year?
The Wasabi Fenway Bowl.
And you said that you...
And I am stoked.
Are you excited about that?
I will be going there, so I will be excited to see Fenway Park. But get this, folks. SMU last year, 11-2, with a conference championship win, facing 6-6 Boston College, and they lost by 9.
True road game at Fenway.
What's your point?
So you know what?
It's a tough
No,
shot.
my point is you are correct.
It's a big crap burger?
It's a big crap burger.
Yeah. Zach,
it's either playoffs or bust.
Zach, is there a bowl destination you'd be excited about?
There's two. The Boca Raton Bowl.
Now, again, we're talking about different stuff here. I'm talking about just as a viewing fan. You're talking about as somebody going.
As a viewing fan,
you're basically picking a vacation. which is good. I mean,
Boca
good
Raton would be great.
Hawaii would be awesome.
That would be
awesome. The AAC did not put a team in the Hawaii Bowl last year, so I believe they get a spot this year. As I've been reading about it, as I understand it.
When you read, do you talk? Do you talk?
No,
do you talk out loud?
Again, another thing I used to do.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Another thing I used to do, and I've gotten away from lately. So Fenway, Hawaii.
Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Can we be honest though? From a viewing standpoint, any game against an ACC team would be awesome.
Okay, so ECU Boston College would be awesome.
Bill O'Brien and Mike Houston, that would be incredible.
Are they going to cage fight?
They might.
If so, I'm in. If not,
you sound like Brett right now. Just poo-pooing on all the fun we're having.
I hate bowl games.
Are they going to cage fight or something?
Did you hate bowl games 15 years ago?
What year was that?
2007.
Probably
Hawaii
when you
Bowl.
were rooting for Jason
2008
Campbell.
Liberty Bowl. 2009 Liberty Bowl.
I didn't hate the Liberty Bowl.
2006 PapaJohns.com Bowl.
I didn't hate the Liberty Bowl.
No way.
I hated that the best place ECU could land, the best destination was the Liberty Bowl. I hated that. Absolutely.
That's fair to hate.
And we get to play against the 8th, 9th best SEC team. Lame-o. I'd rather have don't say group of 5, outsiders playoff. Shoot me. Not a lot of people agree with that.
You might get your wish, though.
I think we talked about
What,
that
of
this
getting
summer.
shot?
of an outsiders national championship.
How do y'all feel about that?
Of a playoff system.
How do y'all feel?
I think we talked about that this summer.
I'm a proponent.
I always thought it'd be cool. It makes it difficult. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I think it'd be a cool concept.
Jamie says Clip hates bowls so much he only uses plates.
That's not bad.
Did you laugh at that?
It's not bad.
Johnny holding Zach's feet to the fire says Temple would be a 7-point. Okay. Temple would be 7-point favorites over Kent State.
Give me the flashes. They're so bad.
Flashes. Money line.
That's who my squad plays next week. So we'll see just how bad they are.
Who's your squad?
That would be the Penn State Nittany Lions.
How they looking?
They haven't opened the line yet, but it's not high enough. Whatever it is, they might open like 50.
Jamie says, so did DB pick Stevenson first touchdown tonight for sure? So, first of all, Jarrett, who is Mr. Thursday Night, and Danny Beal, who is undefeated on his primetime first touchdown bets, both had Ramondre Stevenson.
I have.
Although Danny's going one for each.
So I normally give a few. Like I normally think about a few and end up deciding on one like 20 minutes before kick. My two are Ramondre and Alan Lazard.
I like either if it's a close spread, Danny, I like going one from each side.
Yeah.
If it's a big favorite and I think that team's going to score first, I'll take 2 from the favorite.
Yeah.
That's usually how I do it.
That's the same way.
So you're going one from each.
Yeah, I'm doing Ramondre and Alan Lazard because I feel like if the Patriots get I don't know, but if the Patriots get the ball first, they might run it down their throat. If they don't, Jets might try to score quick, so the Patriots can't run the ball, but we'll see.
No one cares because no one asked, and I don't blame you guys for not caring. I have Alan Lazard because I do have a no sweat bet.
Alan Lazard's not a bad pick.
Plus 1,300.
All right.
I'll go Braylon Allen and Hunter Henry.
So Allen got.
I just don't think they're going to throw the ball.
How did he score 2 touchdowns last week?
I didn't watch.
Ball hurt? Or?
He got in the box.
Let's watch. We're watching the game.
He just made the most of his opportunity.
He caught a ball in the flat right before half. I remember that. I don't know how he scored the other one though.
Well. All right. In conclusion,
to sum up,
bowl games suck. Well, I wonder what the college football postseason looks like 20, 30 years from now.
Could you imagine like telling people in like the late 90s, early 2000s of like the BCS era being like, yeah, we'll have a 12-team playoff in 20 years. They'd be like, dude, shut up.
They'd be like, I'll take it a step further, Danny. Let's go early 90s when you were just, were you even here?
I was a wee lad. I wasn't even a twinkle in my father's eye.
We decided the national championship by like flipping a coin or something.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we're going to have, so for example, who are the top teams this year?
Let's go back
to
Texas.
Texas is SEC. So they wouldn't. The Rose Bowl would be right now Ohio State versus. Well, there is no Pac-12. Boy, this Washington State. Ew.
Cougs.
But the point being, they had bowl tie-ins. Those teams play each other, and then after those games, we're like, all right, who's the best?
Yeah, it was so weird because I was watching
what a ridiculous format.
I saw a TikTok the other day about, I believe it was 2005 when Saban and LSU won, and how there were 3 teams essentially that were like just equally fitting to go to the national championship, and the team that lost I think it was Oklahoma, lost in their conference championship game, didn't get to go to the national championship, even though they had like better points for, better points against, all of these stats. But because, I don't know, it was just,
one of those teams?
It was just the BCS was so stupid.
Undefeated Jason Campbell in Auburn.
Is that right?
Full circle.
Is that right?
That is correct.
That?
It really goes full circle.
Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown in the backfield.
Cadillac was a dog.
1994, Penn State went 12-0, but they felt bad for Tom Osborne, so they kept Penn State out of the national championship, but Nebraska in.
Who felt bad for what's your dad?
Did
your grandpa tell you the story?
Many grandfathers of central Pennsylvania relay this story many times.
There's a whole union of them. They all get together and talk about how the Nittany Lions got screwed.
94 that happened, and then 73 happened at Paterno, and they blamed the White House for that.
Some say the worst thing that ever happened to Paterno. All right, Eric.
Well, we can't go out on that one.
Add that to the list.
No Paterno talk. Eric said, hell, just make the entire season a gigantic playoff. Run the gauntlet and you're the champ. So does that mean your season could only last 1 week?
It's like a survivor pool.
Stakes would be high. I'll say that.
We wouldn't be talking. There wouldn't be much Pirate football to talk about from this point on if that was the case.
Kidding.
Fortunately not.
They will be in a tight game late this weekend, and it will be a lot closer than the experts think.
Eric, I had this same thought today. Dave Canales said trading Bryce Young not a consideration for the team.
Nobody wants him.
He said, hold up there, Super Dave. Another team has to want him first. That was kind of my thing. Like, yeah, you don't have a dance partner. Why are you saying I'm not going to dance?
You'd be surprised.
I think they could trade him for a 3rd or 4th round pick.
You could give him to the Dolphins, I feel like, for something pretty good right now.
Probably so.
There are teams out there. He will be good in the next stop if it's the right situation.
I was looking today.
If it's the right situation.
They play the Seahawks in Seattle Sunday. Skylar Thompson's their quarterback. Guess what the spread is?
5.
Seattle minus. Oh, do you already know?
4.
4.5.
4. What is that?
4.
What is that?
I just guessed that.
They're getting bet.
What is
Channy, you all right?
No,
we're talking about Panther football, and I don't want to do that.
All right, fine. Danny, are you locking it in? 4? Gino?
Dude.
They wrote Gino. He didn't write back.
That's my fantasy football team name because he's my quarterback.
Zach, good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me on.
You going to Lynchburg?
I will be there. Myself and if you want to feel bad for people who have to listen to me talk, Brian Bailey's got to be in the car with me for 4 hours.
Oh my God!
Does my employment survive the trip? Find out next week on Pirate Radio Live.
Can I'll give you some podcasts or something to listen to.
Over how many times he calls you a knucklehead?
Oof, man,
you knucklehead.
Can we talk on the air about you when he cussed him out or whatever?
No.
That was a great story.
I was once told that I can go park in Bethel.
It was funny.
And there was a word.
You see I won't say.
And there was a word in between in and Bethel that started with an F.
What did you say, John? What did Bailey tell Zach?
He said, look at his ass. You don't have none left. He said, you know why? Because I've chewed it out to that man.
Seriously, y'all gotta shut up.
Sorry, Bailey. Sorry.
That's a true story. That's a good way to go out.
Damn knucklehead.
DB, see you, buddy.
Yep. See you guys.
Thanks for having me.
We'll we'll see you Tuesday. Are you speaking for Danny?
I had to end the way we started with me talking out of turn. Go Pats.
Stop talking.
That's right.
All right, we're going to break now. Bye.
Slow ruins everything, so why not pay less for fast? U.S. Cellular's home internet gives you the speed you need for just $39.99 per month when bundled with a wireless plan with a 3-year price lock guarantee. Get fast 5G home internet made simple. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find a store near you. We go beyond the call.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates.
It's that time of year again. Beauty Bar's Fall into Beauty event is kicking off September 16th through October 4th. Beauty Bar offers the best service by their talented providers in Greenville for treatments such as Botox, Xeomin, filler, laser treatments, facial, medical-grade skincare, and more. The staff will help you choose which treatments or products that best suit your needs. Visit Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road and get all the up-to-date info at beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
What's up, Pirate Nation? Are you guys ready for some ECU football? Because we are here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. And to kick this season off, we're doing 90 days till first payment on all Chrysler Dodge Jeep Rams. Also, up to $9,500 off new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee 2-row and up to $7,000 off the 24 model Jeep Grand Cherokee 3rd row. Don't forget to check out our huge selection of affordable used vehicles starting from $699 and up. Remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvaged marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-styled restaurant and bar, and there's always something special happening at the Rick House. Join us for lunch. It's our 2 for $20 lunch special during the week, and it's the perfect spot for that lunch business meeting. The Rick House celebrates the last Thursday of every month with a special wine tasting, and our buffet brunch is to die for. Follow the Rick House on Facebook for the latest schedule. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville. The Rick House.
Mow like a pro with Hustler zero-turn mowers. They engineer their mowers to be maintenance and service friendly for the everyday homeowner while not sacrificing the build and cut quality they're known for. From the heavy-duty frame to the welded steel deck to their trademark smooth track steering, Hustler zero-turn mowers deliver professional grade cut quality for a perfectly manicured lawn. Come into Ron Ayers Motorsports to see the Hustler difference for yourself today. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight that's available now. You can book today at AA.com. And be on time for that connection in Charlotte. PGV, where the Pirates fly. And Saturdays are for Pirate traditions and beer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold ECU bottle on sale now. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please drink responsibly. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Steve brings up a good point. We could still be talking about ECU if we had the gauntlet playoff style regular season, because App State would have already been eliminated before that ECU game. So we're still alive playing Liberty in our hypothetical playoff gauntlet season this week, John. Yep. So this one is For It All. We'll be with you 2 o'clock on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Saw earlier in the chat, and I missed it somewhere. Who said it? Somebody said it. I can't find it. Somebody asked, oh, here we go, Tyler. Y'all tried Dank Burrito yet? No, but we will on the U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show. They will be providing our 5th quarter food this week. I have ordered the jerk chicken burrito, and I am looking forward to it.
Went to their ribbon cutting today. Congratulations to Rob and everybody over at Dank Burrito, 108 Red Banks Road. And, man, that menu looks absolutely appetizing. So go over there. Their grand opening is tomorrow from 4 to 9. They'll be open this weekend. They will be closed Monday and Tuesday for the first few weeks. But a lot of great stuff on this menu and a lot of stuff that I like. I'm not a big seafood guy. They do have some seafood stuff in there, but a lot of grilled chicken, steak. They even have like a keto salad. Steve Hill, by the way, if you're still doing the keto, they have a keto salad. So awesome time out there celebrating them, getting their business up and running. And thank you, Dank Burrito, for the post-game food for the rest of the season.
I have never been to a Dank Burrito. Eric says the California burrito on their secret menu is top tier. Zach Kaplan continuing to talk. He's not even here. Said the one in Morehead City is Flames. Elliot says, Clip, if I may ask, what are you betting on for the ECU game? Money line, over, under. How about App State tonight? I'm going under. Elliot, I'm thinking about going Liberty, but I have not made my decision yet. But I don't know. I'm seeing like I for some reason I have a bad feeling that we are due to give up points. I keep saying that. It keeps running through my brain that we're due to give up like a 38 or something. And if we give up that many, can we keep up offensively?
That doesn't even sound right for a Blake Harrell defense, but
I mean, I can look at the field steal and show you where it's happened before.
I know. So that I know what you mean by it's due, and hopefully it's not due this weekend. Hopefully it's not due at any week.
Yeah.
This year, but
I hope I'm wrong.
Let's see. So, well,
look at the last couple of years.
All right. So just
how many teams hit 38 the last couple of years, Sean? Should I do this or can you do this? Can I trust you to do this?
Can you give me some time to look? All right. Jesus. Gave up 31 against Marshall.
Don't use the Lord's name in vain.
31 against Marshall. 43 against Appalachian State. 31 against SMU. 41 against UTSA. 29 against Tulsa. So that's
3 times.
Yeah.
38. Okay.
Yep. So
I feel well. There we go. Kind of feel like we're due.
All right.
Alex does not have a good feeling about this one either, he says. And it's all about feelings. We do vibe checks. Chon went from a 4-something to a 5.
Would you rather feel this way and then come out and just be great, get a win?
I'd much rather have low expectations
and rather than everybody be like, I'm feeling great. Like, hey, put the money on the Pirates. You know?
Yeah.
And we're not doing that for reverse psychology or whatever. We actually think, like, you know, this could be a tough game for ECU and that they cannot maybe get out of Lynchburg with a win.
All right, let's run my interview with Ronnie Sowell. I loved this interview. We split it into two parts because it's a long one. So let's go part one. Shirley, Zach, we good to go? Thank you, Big Dog. Let's hit that right now. Ronnie Sowell and my chat from myself from Wednesday. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Ronnie Sowell. I guess Pirate fans will know him as Chase's dad, but he certainly made a name for himself in the sports world and the baseball world. And Ronnie, appreciate you joining us. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I appreciate you guys having me.
And I guess Pirate fans will know him, too, as one of ECU's biggest cheerleaders. You are very active on social media, talking about the Pirates, not just the football Pirates, but kind of following everything when it comes to ECU. So that's pretty cool that the Sowell family has ingrained themselves as Pirates here.
Yeah, it's a great thing, man. I've watched them when I was younger. I've seen ECU for a while, but I really didn't know what it was until we went on the recruiting trip. We came back from like BYU, and it was really, really nice at BYU. But we just couldn't get over the feeling like at home when we were there. And Chase was he was sold on ECU. And then, I'm straightforward. If I didn't like it, I'm not posting anything. I'm not trying to make people happy. I started posting because my mom lives in Florida. I live in Texas. So she doesn't get to see my kids as much. My family doesn't get to see my kids. So I post whatever I post. And if people like it, good. If they don't, then, like I say, unfriend me or block me. And if you don't like the Pirates, then block it. I just have fun with what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
That's what it's all about. Talking to Ronnie Sowell today. Ronnie, want to talk about Chase a little bit, but again, kind of get to know you. So let's talk about your background, I guess athletically, but also coming up. You were a D1 baseball player down in Florida. So how about growing up a baseball player, and how'd you end up landing with the Gators?
Well, I tell you this. It's a funny story. I grew up. If people know me from Gainesville, they knew I was a big-time football player. I played in that area where we call it the Muck. So I played against, the Warren Sapps or the Popka. Fred Taylor was like a little bit younger than me and those guys. But I played there. I played kind of right behind Dion and Emmett. Okay. I was behind that group. So you saw our high school was pretty intense back then. So I grew up like just loving football, and I played a lot, but I kind of got caught up in some rough times and got myself into some things I shouldn't have been doing. And so football was taken away because I couldn't get qualified. Back then it was like Prop 48 and those type of things. But I was one of those guys that I just kind of got out there and was doing things I shouldn't have done. And in my 11th grade year, I actually got robbed in my front yard. I'm at gunpoint. And then I said to myself, like, what am I going to do? Football's gone and that type of thing. So I had a coach. He was like, Ronnie, why don't you just try to like get into baseball? I played, but I didn't love it like that. And so I ended up going to like a junior college. I had to like borrow some shorts and, I had to get a glove and all that type. But my first 60 I ran, they were like, oh, like you need to run again. And I ran track too. So I thought I ran slow. So I ran again and I beat that time. And they were like, whoa, can you do that? Like, but I was a catcher in high school. So that tell you what kind of, I didn't know anything. I was like the fastest guy in school. But
the fastest catcher
ever. Yeah. So there was a scout for the Reds. He was there. He was just like, man, you need to learn to play the outfield. And so I moved to the outfield. Terrible. I ended up going to Santa Fe Junior College, Santa Fe Community College. There's a guy named Harry Tholen that he got me into it. They helped me with my grades. I graduated with like a 1.9 GPA, and I was reading on the 6th grade level. I was out of it. I just wasn't take care of the things. It was just football for me, 100%. Right. And I was getting involved in, like I said, a lot of things I wasn't supposed to. Like I said, the 11th grade year. I also had another friend. He had quit football, And it was like the weekend later, you know, I was coach was telling him not to, and he ended up getting shot. He got shot in the neck, and he got killed like a week after that. So it's just like a lot of warning signs telling me like, man, you got to get your life together. But I was like, I want to play football. I really don't want to do the baseball thing. It's not my sport. But I ended up going to junior college, got my grades right. They did they helped me out a lot, man, on just learning how valuable education was and that type of thing. So, you know, it was just a culture shock for me. You know, once I got to college, it was such a culture shock for me. And so I got into baseball to help me out, man. And long story short, I had a good year or a good 2 years. And then Florida called me and it was like, I was like, okay, good. Now I get to go play football. They were like, no, we recruited you for baseball. But I was trying to be smart, and I was going to say, okay, well, I'm going to go to the baseball team, and then I'm going to go play football.
Right.
But I didn't realize if you have a scholarship, like, it doesn't work that way. You have to go. So I got to Florida. I loved it, man. I met so many friends. The things that I learned, I'd never been on a plane before. So the first time I think we flew to Arkansas. Man, it was a storm. I'm freaking out in the back of the, I am freaking. And so we have a layover. It's like a 9-hour layover. I'm like, man, I don't know if I can get back on this plane. And so we do that. We go and we play. So the next week we fly. I don't know if it was Mississippi. And we have another one. And I was like, Coach, man, I think we probably have to drive. You know, like I can't do this, man. This is crazy. And so, but all those things I've learned and experienced, man, I never knew that it was another world out there. And then, so I got on the plane and I started playing baseball. I had a good career. Then I got into coaching and teaching. So that was kind of my path to baseball. And that's why I say I'm so excited now, because Chase was a baseball guy, but he's living out my dream. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to play that. And when he gave up baseball, it really it hurt me, because we put in hours and hours and hours, but he ended up making this, and like I told him, it's your life, man. I have dreams and stuff, but it's your life. I need you to, whatever you decide to do, we got to go hard at it. And so that's what I'm saying. So when I'm posting these things, like, this is how I really feel. Like, you know, I love listening to you guys. The Pirate fans are like, they're like the guys in the swamp, you know, in Florida. Yeah. It's like they're going to boo you if you don't play well. They're going to boo you. Like, that's Florida. Like, you go to Miami, you go to Florida, like in the SEC, like, coaches, you're going to get the tough questions. Why are you playing this guy? Like, what? Like, they're not taking it easy on you. And that's why sometimes it's hard to listen to some people, because they're speaking on something that they've never, like, experienced.
Yeah.
Like, when I hear people go, oh, the SEC is overrated, this, and I'm like, but you don't know what the competition is like every single day. Like there's like we used to say at Florida, like, the only time we're teammates is on game day. Other than that, man,
during the week you're battling.
Yeah, hey, it's 11.7 scholarships. It's 40 guys out there. Like, so if you're coming there and you're thinking, you know, we're going to throw you these little softballs, like, that's not how it works. And I played with David Eckstein.
Yeah.
So he was a walk-on when I was there. So we actually met because all the scholarship guys used to hit. And he would wait with like a lunch, like a bag lunch. After we hit, then he was allowed, the walk-ons are allowed to hit. And so I finally said, hey man, look, you need somebody to throw you batting practice. And so that's how we became friends. And, you know, he goes on, he's won like 2 World Series, 1 MVP in the World Series, but I was a walk-on, but that mentality is what it takes. And that's what I'm saying. Like, some people will talk about measurables and this and that, but when you haven't seen these guys or you haven't worked in that environment, it's really hard to explain to people how hard it is. It's like Chase, he'll go hard, and then my wife will step in. She's got, like I said, 1 national championship at Florida, 4 SEC titles, 4-time All-America, and he'll talk about tour days, and she's like, listen, we did 3 days.
Right.
Like, you got to turn up. It's just, but that competition every single day that's what I'm saying. It's hard to explain it to people if you haven't been there. It's like somebody being on your show. Just because you did really well at your high school and you have a little podcast, you can't tell Clip how to run a podcast because but you get a lot of that, right? People speaking out of turn, and you're like, it's if it was that easy, like we all be doing it.
Everybody be doing it. Ronnie Sowell joining us real quick on Chase because his name. We're recording this just a little bit after the Wednesday press conferences, and Chase's name came up with both Mike Houston and John David Baker. But Chase had the fumble on Saturday, and we asked about him, and Mike Houston said Chase can't get the time back he missed during the preseason, which to me said that he's kind of pressing a little bit. He needs to just kind of do what he can do right now. You can't make up for that lost time. John David Baker said Chase Sowell needs to be the best Chase Sowell he can be. He doesn't need to go above and beyond right now. So it sounds like they're trying to just get him in the right headspace that, hey, man, you're a good player. Just go out there and play. Don't try to do too much right now. But as an athlete, Ronnie, I guess when you miss that time, when you're trying to play catch up, maybe sometimes you do try to do too much out there.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it, but he understands. You can talk about it, you can meet and all that, but it's all about the actions. Like a lot of people worry about results, but it's not the results. It's the actions that get you to the results. So like losing the fumble is the action. You didn't protect the ball and go. Like there's no need of meeting about it. There's no need to talk. There's not you got to have the actions and then do it.
Yeah.
Like that's the problem nowadays, I think, with social media and young guys, and like everybody wants to talk about something. Like Ron Washington, who's my mentor.
I love Ron
at
Washington.
the Angels. Right. It's like everybody see the drills, but he do those drills every single day. So when you catch a ground ball, you've caught it so many times. So Kate, it's like Chase, you got to get the reps. They're right. Like if you haven't been out there, that's what you got to do. It's like you don't need to meet about it. Like I don't need to say nothing to him. It's like no, get out there and put the work in. Like everybody, like that's what I'm saying. It's like too many people nowadays want to no, you got to put the work in, man. It's like that's the most important thing is the action. It's the work. It's the work. It's the work. It's not like headspace. I don't care nothing about that. You'll be in the right headspace after you catch the ball and tuck it 1,000 times. Like you'll be in the right space. Like you catch the ball 1,000 times, you'll be in the right headspace. But talking to Oprah and all that stuff don't help. Like you know what I mean? It's like what's that gonna do? Like, it makes you feel good, right? But man, you got to get after it, man.
That's a good point. Ronnie Sowell joining us. Ronnie, catch us up to kind of fast forward. So what are you doing today in the world of baseball, in the world of sports? How has your playing career kind of lead you to what you're doing now?
This is my 26th year of teaching and coaching. I coach at a middle school. I've done the high school thing. I still train like guys in baseball. I have last year, 2 of the kids that I coached went first round. Bryce Matthews went to the Astros. And Kendall George went to the Dodgers. I've had a chance to coach a kid named Alex Alori. He went second round. So I get a chance to train some of the highest level kids. And then I get to work with like the B team here at my middle school. And the reason I do it is because it's all about, again, like we were saying about the actions. It's like, how do you want to change the game? How do you want to get better? We just got to work on dominating the fundamentals. And I think I see myself as a funnel. Like I'm just a funnel from, Ron Washington. I've hit with Albert Pujols. I've been, Charlie Hayes, Michael Bourne, in football, David Boston, Wilbert Brown. He played with the Patriots. Derek Blaylock, who's my brother-in-law, he played 7 years in the NFL. Like, so you're passing all these things down to the kids. Because, again, everybody's speaking on this is what they're doing in the pros. And then you find out that's not how it works. I like you have, the guys you have on your show because they can talk about what's going on in the locker room. They've talked to Coach Houston. They talk because it's one thing I can think as a dad, but I'm not in the locker room to hear what Coach Houston or JDB are saying to him, and I don't, so I'm careful about speaking to it. That's why you can always tell like the better players or people who've played because they're careful about what they say in the stands. You know what I mean? Because they know like, well, they might have told him this, he might have missed an assignment. Like you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
That's where I work at the lower levels because I'm trying to pass that on to a lot of guys. Like there's a different perspective. You're trying to get guys to live out their dreams. You know what I mean? And, like I tell the guys, it's easier to own a team than to play for a pro team. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? You got a
Yeah.
better chance of doing that. So get out there, get a job, try to work on it, and, make something happen. But that's what I love doing, man. I just, I've never thought I'd be doing baseball like this. And to have the success I've had it's been great. And it's because of so many good people around me,
All right, joining
Ronnie
us today.
Sowell, we'll have part 2 of my chat with the baseball lifer and father of Chase when we return. Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. We'll be back with you after these words.
Come experience Greenville's newest theater, Golden Ticket Cinemas, located on Greenville Boulevard near Cracker Barrel. With stadium seating and reserved luxury recliners, you can enjoy the movie along with great concessions such as L House sliders, delicious wings, pizza, and hot dogs. And they even have milkshakes. You can always find great deals at Golden Ticket Cinemas, such as $5.50 Ticket Tuesdays and free family movies at 11 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style with luxurious amenities and top-notch service at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
You want a sub freshly sliced to order? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want the perfect radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a lone ninja warrior. By night, I glide unseen across the rooftops, watching my enemies from the shadows. By day, I go to Jersey Mike's, watching someone freshly slice my sub. My blade is called Shadow. His blade is a Berserker brand meat slicer. Clearly, I have much to learn about this land. Freshly sliced just for you. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. This month, Doug Henry is giving away ECU football tickets. Stop in and register to win and purchase the vehicle of your dreams. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the price, right on the corner. Go Pirates!
Hey, O's fans, gift the experience of Orioles baseball with an Orioles e-gift card. An Orioles e-gift card is the perfect gift for any occasion and can be purchased starting as little as $5. Use e-gift cards to buy game tickets at the box office and online at Orioles.com. Plus, e-gift cards can be redeemed at any concession stand or merchandise location throughout Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Surprise your favorite Orioles fan with an e-gift card today. Visit Orioles.com/gift cards.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Pirate Radio, serving the great community of Greenville and beyond with the best content on air and on digital. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless Store experience is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at AtlanticWireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Come and get it!
Chandler watching funny internet videos as we come back on the air. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Jeff Nadu going to join us in a moment, but let's hear part 2 of my chat with Ronnie Sowell, father of Chase, name in the baseball world. Here is part 2 of the chat.
Yeah, and I mean, your story is amazing from what you told us earlier. In fact, part of it with the running out there and joining the baseball team, it sounded like Willie Mays Hayes in the movie Major League. Like he's not even on the roster, and he's out there running. Did they steal that from your life story?
it was bad, man. I remember one time they hit me a fly ball. I was going back on the warning track, and I tripped and fell on the warning track, and I fell, and the ball hit me like right in the chest. I was laying on the ground. I was just like, oh my goodness.
Give me a football. I was like,
I don't know if
somebody give me a football. I got to get out of here,
man. But the good thing about it is you have enough coaches that they believed in me. They told me to keep working. I could do this on and off the field. That's why it's so good to have good coaches, man. And that's why I do what I do, because once you expand somebody's mind, it never comes back to the same size. And so once they did that for me, it changed a lot of things, because before I couldn't understand what people were saying. Like I understood that I don't have a real good chance of living past 21 with the way things were going in my life and everything. It didn't matter to me. I understood that's a possibility, and I was okay with it.
Man.
And then once you get to school and you realize you can be more than just an athlete, everything changed now. And then I think I'm able to help a lot of kids too.
That's awesome. Ronnie Sowell joining us. My producer Shirley Rhodes is so upset she's not here because she will. But I'm going to pass along her question, I guess. But so tell me, Ronnie, this is crazy, but without Abby Wambach, who's one of the best soccer players ever, who knows? Chase Sowell might not be here on this earth. How does that work, Ronnie?
Right. So I went out one night. I'm at the club and I meet a nice lady. She's beautiful, and so we just talk and everything like that, and trying to catch up with her and see her later, and so it's getting late and she's still there, and I was like, what are you guys doing? So somebody took the car. So that was Abby Wambach took the car. And so Keisha, my wife, needed a ride home. And so if it wasn't for Abby Wambach taking the car, I probably wouldn't have met my wife, and so Abby always tells Chase, like, if it weren't for me, you probably wouldn't be here. And man, I just, like I'm saying, it's crazy how God has worked through my life, and we watch Abby and watch her go through all the things she's going through, and meeting all these people, man, it's like I said, it's just been a blessing. And Abby, she supports us and supports Keisha and those type of things, and it's been great.
That's awesome, Ronnie. And there's another Sowell. I talked to Chase about it this summer, the younger brother. So, and I understand he's a baseball, football guy too, right? But what? Tell us about the other Sowell out there.
Yeah, his name is Hunter.
Okay.
Hunter Sowell, and he was at East Carolina at the camp this summer. He's a pretty good player, man. We had a big game against Austin Westlake. That's Drew Brees' high school. So we drove like 3 hours to go compete against those guys. It was a big upset. We won that game. He had a big pick in the game. But he's definitely a baseball. He's more of a football guy, but he can play baseball. Very physical. I posted him. He's probably about 170 pounds, and he's repping like 435 pounds on the squat. He's just a different kid, man. He's built a little bit different than Chase, but very aggressive. Just a good ball player.
It sounds like Ronnie, you're doing the right thing. Hey, whatever you want, whatever your path is, go get it. But you're preparing them for everything. So, I mean, is there any thought of trying to do both, going at the next level, baseball and football, or do you think Hunter will focus on just football?
He said he doesn't know yet. He's still thinking about it. I hope he does. I just told him, like, man, you guys got to go ahead and try it. Like, I same thing with Chase. I'm like, man, you're at a powerhouse school. Like, I've seen him. He was at the National Perfect Game Showcase. I think he had like 4-something or 500. Man. And CC Sabathia came over and was like, man, you're a great player, But Chase was committed to football. And when he came to the Pirates, that's why I'm behind it, because he absolutely just like, I'm going to give him everything I got. And that's why I'm saying, like, you don't need to worry about talking. You got to put in the work. Like, that's it. Like, you need the extra reps, but you can't go half of the time in football, half of the time in baseball. It's got to be 100 and 100. And he wanted to do this. So it's like, he just, once he gets his time back, he'll be fine. Just like Hunter. It's like, whatever you want to do, you put the work in. Like, don't make this harder than it is. Like, people want to do all this stuff. It's just like, no, you got to work hard. You got to do 10,000 reps and then do that 10 times. You see what I'm saying? It's not like you got to do it over and over and over, like, to be good at it.
Ronnie, I love how real you are, your honesty, and telling us these stories about yourself. So let's get real and honest real quick. What's going on with your Gators, man?
Why, man? Come on, man. Why are you going there, man? Clip, man. Why
tough times, tough times,
man.
Tough times.
Hey, the good thing about it though is FSU ain't winning either.
Good God, yeah. Somebody's always got it worse, right?
yeah, exactly. But it's been hard. My friends from Miami, all my friends from Florida State, they give me a hard time, man. But hey, listen, always a Gator, man. You know what I mean? Always a Gator. It's a rough time. You know what I mean? I'm a Pirate too, though.
Yes,
I'm a Pirate too, though. And so even like last year when we went through it, it's like you got to try to find the good things.
Yeah.
When you're going through something. And so like Ron Washington called me, I think earlier this week, and we were talking about something. And he was saying the difference between adversity and failure. Like, he always makes you go to the dictionary and look up the actual word. So he was telling me about adversity is like, that's the state of going through a tough time. Failure is that it's done, it's over. So when you're going through adversity, it's a state. That just means you're going through the tough time. There will be an ending. Like, so you understand adversity. You go through it. It's like, that's what we went through last year as the Pirates. You got to go through the adversity. It's like being a teenager, or going to middle school. you go through a point where everybody's been picked on about having a zit, something wrong with you in middle school. Like that's
True,
just
yeah.
a state. You're going to get out of it.
At the time,
Failure
sometimes
is-
it feels like you can't get out of it, but you will.
That's
you will.
it.
Yeah.
And that's what he was defining with me, and just making sure that I pass on to kids and stuff like that. And the same thing I tell with Chase and the guys, like, you're going to make bad plays. Like, continue to play. It's adversity. Like, and then you want it early, so now later in the year when we win conference play, you catch that ball, you tuck it, and then you get the first down. You don't try to go make a great play. You know what I mean? All these plays that these guys doing, if you go through the adversity, you'll be ready later on in the season. But sitting there like group talk, like none of that, man. That sounds good. That does. It really does. That not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can post quotes and all that, but like if you ain't getting out there working, like it don't matter. Like that, it don't matter. It don't matter what people say. It's just about what you're doing.
Ronnie, I just checked my clock. You got to go to class, and I got to let you go,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
We could do this for hours, I feel like. I didn't. So let's maybe do it again sometime. I really enjoyed the chat. I want to talk more about the great athletes that you've been around and mentioned. But thank you so much for joining us today, man. This was awesome. Let's do it again. Keep up the positivity on social media. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Hey, one question though, Clip.
Yes, sir.
How did you get the name Clip?
That's a great question. And I don't know if I actually know, but I'm the third. Clifton is my real name with an F.
Okay.
But my dad and grandfather also went by Clip. So my grandfather has passed away, but when we were all alive and at Thanksgiving and stuff, my granddad was Clip, my dad was Little Clip, and I was Chip. So it's it was a little confusing when we all got together, but yeah, we all go by Clip with a P. So.
Man, that's pretty cool. That's hey, look, in my neighborhood, Clip means something else.
Yes, sir. It does. I
See,
understand.
so I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
that's
I got
pretty
some.
cool, man.
I
That's
get
pretty
some
cool.
undeserved street cred from it, but yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Ronnie, thank you so much, man. Let's keep in touch and do it again. I know that our listeners will really enjoy this, so we appreciate you, man, and thank you so much.
Yeah, and go Pirates. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
All right, there is Ronnie Sowell. We'll definitely have him on again. Just fascinating story and really fun to talk to. So enjoy that. Hope you did as well. We'll take a break. As we go to break, TD, Tutty, taking it to the house. Whatever you call a touchdown, they matter more at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Ready to place your first NFL bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score a touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, I think plus 600 tonight. Odds and lines can change. They are subject to change. Ready to do a touchdown dance of your own? Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code PIRATE. That's code PIRATE for new customers. Get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus premium terms at NFL.com/terms. Take a break. Jeff Nadu joins us when we return after these words.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown & Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops. rooftops, and one goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
Want to make your day better? Order a Papa John's pizza. Get an extra large, one-topping New York-style pizza for only $10.99. Made into 8 foldable slices, perfect for sharing or not. See, things just got better, and you get to eat pizza. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Brian Buck with Buck Insurance Agency. This season, when you attend your favorite sporting event, take the game day pledge. If your team is playing, win or lose, support your team to the end of the game. When you leave early, you risk missing your favorite athlete making the play of their career. When our family buys a ticket, we always plan to stay to the very end. Take the game day pledge this season with Buck Insurance Agency. Play to the end, stay to the end.
The Holistic Company in downtown Greenville is a family-owned and operated business offering hemp-derived products such as tinctures, topicals, raw flour, skincare products, and more. They even have a drink menu including infused mocktails and frozen lemonade with a variety of flavors to choose from. At the Holistic Company, they pride themselves in offering true education about the hemp plant and its abundant benefits. So stop by 501 Evans Street, just a few doors down from Pirate Radio, to get informed and try the array of products today.
It's party time. The city of Greenville is celebrating its 250th birthday, and you're invited. Join us on Friday, October 4th from 5 to 8 p.m. at 5 Points Plaza downtown for an evening full of fun for the whole family. Enjoy live music by the Dickens, explore a vibrant vendor market, or hang in the beer garden. And don't forget, attendees have the chance to win $250 each hour. Mark your calendar for the city of Greenville's 250th anniversary celebration on October 4th from 5 to 8 p.m. Come celebrate with us and find yourself in good company.
What's up? This is Bryson Worrell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the Gulf of Mexico every Tuesday. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $8.99. On Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are only $2.99, and on Thursdays is half-price house margaritas. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you. Busy Pirate Radio Live on this Thursday. We got to get to another interview. Jeff Nadu to talk about tonight's action and what's going on this weekend in college football and the NFL. And we'll do that in a moment. But right now, I'm just going to dance. Oh, now I can't do that. John, Chon. Chandler, how was trivia last night?
It was great.
I don't care. We got to get to our interview. All right, and dance. Shirley, welcome back. All right, so Jeff Nadu, yeah? All right. Here's Jeff.
Turn on the music.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Jeff Nadu, to get ready for tonight's action as well as what's going on this weekend. Jeff, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you, Clip?
Good. Let me start this off by saying I tend to be a negative fan, especially with my Commanders, but sometimes I think you're overcritical watching your teams play. I feel like the Eagles are cruising the other night. They make a good play. You're still critical about it. Turns out you deserve to be critical. I still can't believe they lost that game on Monday night. Not that you saw it coming, but you certainly weren't pleased throughout the night on Monday night. But man, it really felt like they let one get away Monday night.
Yeah, I mean that's really how the NFL works. It's a week-to-week league. You got to put what you had happen to you in the game before. You got to put it away and worry about the game at hand. And this is a continued problem that the Eagles have. I think at the end of the day, I really kind of look at Nick Sirianni and I ask, what does he do at this point? I mean, he doesn't make the right decisions. He allows points on the field considerably all the time. I mean, we had to go back to the fact that they lost the game by 1, and this is a group that went for it on 4th down in the first quarter, didn't get it. He then kicks a late field goal. I mean, this is a guy who's obsessed with this brotherly shove play. Why not just put Jalen Hurts under center on 3rd and 3? If you get a yard or two, fine. Maybe even get 3 yards, and then you run it again on 4th down. Listen, I don't care. If you're Saquon Barkley, you got to make that play, but there's no reason that you throw the ball there. None. But that's Sirianni. That's his group, and that's what they continue to do. They find ways to lose games.
Well, while we're on the NFL, let's talk about tonight's game. The Jets, a pretty hefty favorite for the way they've played so far against the New England Patriots, who certainly have played better than anyone thought they'd be through 2 weeks. You've got a low total here in the upper 30s, I believe, with these two teams. Any action, any interest in this Thursday night game tonight?
Not really. I think Thursday games are tough. I always generally have a problem betting them. I think they're a lot of the time. Look, the NFL does a nice job. Bookmakers do a good job of lining these games correctly. I think maybe the Jets are getting a little too much love here. This is still a group that struggles against the run. They're not going to have Jermaine Johnson anymore. He's out with a ACL tear for the rest of the year. I think CJ Mosley's out tonight as well. They did improve against the run against Tennessee, but still gave up 130 on the ground, which isn't good. You got to figure Ramondre Stevenson will have a big workload here. I would like to get the Jets up above 7 if I'm going to get involved here, and I don't think that's going to happen. So, I mean, maybe you wait on this. Maybe at the late hour, a half hour before the game, it gets to 7. Maybe I take a shot there, but kind of a lukewarm favorite to me, and I'm not getting a good price on the dog.
Also coming up tonight, and we'll run through Thursday and Friday college games with you and see what you like on Saturday. Hoping to catch up with you Saturday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. But tonight, a team we just saw at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium last week, Appalachian State, got a ton of yards, only put up 21 points in the win over East Carolina. But App State is a 7-point home favorite against South Alabama. Jeff, how about Jaguars, Mountaineers tonight? And also the Friday night slate as well. I'll go ahead and throw these out if you like any of these. Stanford, Syracuse a home favorite there. Illinois, Nebraska, a 7.5-point favorite at home against the Illini. And then San Jose State is a road dog at Washington State. So anything on this Thursday, Friday slate for college football?
Yeah, I'll just kind of give a thought quickly on each one. I mean, tonight's game, I'll just say both these teams play very fast. App State, one of the fastest teams in the country. South Alabama, not that far behind. Both have big play offenses. Both have good quarterbacks. Remember, South Alabama's off putting up 89 last week against Northwestern State. As far as tomorrow, so I lean probably over in that game. Tomorrow, first game, Stanford, Syracuse. Stanford off a bye, so travel's not a big deal here. I still think they have a pretty good offense. I think Ashton Daniels is a decent quarterback. They have a couple of good receivers. I think they can put points on the board in this game. I think they're going to be a team that hang around in a lot of games. We saw them do it against TCU. I felt like anything above 7, I had some interest in the dog here with Stanford. The next game, Illinois, Nebraska, lean under. We haven't seen Dylan Raiola play a really good defense yet. This would constitute a good defense. And look, Nebraska is an elite defense, Clip. They only allowed a 10 against a good Colorado offense. I feel like this is where Luke Altmaier finally kind of hits the skids a little bit. I think the under probably has value here. And then the late game, Washington State's got a good quarterback, John Mateer. He's good on the ground. He's good through the air. And San Jose, Clip, weirdly enough, their coach is Ken Niumatalolo, who used to be at Navy. Weirdly enough, they're kind of a passing offense, though. Last week, their quarterback had 355 yards through the air and 4 touchdowns. They haven't exactly gotten to play a team that they can kind of go quick against, play fast. They played Air Force and Kennesaw, 2 run-heavy offenses. I think you see a game kind of back and forth here, late night out in Pullman. I think it's 1st to 30 wins.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Jeff, let's hit some of the big ones on Saturday. I'm somewhat fascinated by the USC-Michigan matchup. Like, Michigan, we've seen, just can't do anything offensively, but can USC really tackle? Have they really changed up and improved their defense? We'll see a little bit on Saturday, and can USC score on a tight Michigan defense? So pretty intriguing matchup. USC a road favorite at the Big House, total 44.5. How do you see this one playing out?
I bet the under in this game. I think a lot of what you said made sense to back the under. I mean, you look at USC's offense. I like Miller Moss, but Clip, he's not Caleb Williams, right? He's not going to – he hasn't necessarily faced a defense quite like this on the road. I think this is a game where they struggle to move the ball. I look at Michigan. I mean, it doesn't really matter who they play. I feel like they have struggled to move the ball, especially with Alex Orji as the quarterback. You also look at the fact that even in that game against Texas, I mean, the game only got to 43. I don't think that USC will put up 31. I think they're more around like 24. I think Michigan's probably around 10 to 14. I think 44 is too high. I put this total more at like 40, 41. I think if you're getting 44, I've got some interest there. I like the under.
We should see more points in Norman between Tennessee and Oklahoma. Tennessee could have scored over 100. It seems like if they wanted to last week. How about that matchup? Tennessee, a road favorite going into Norman here in this SEC matchup.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a vintage Oklahoma offense. Now, when I say that, they'll probably put up 35 here. We know Tennessee like to play fast. We know they have a great offense and a questionable defense. I will say they have not been tested at all defensively. They played Chattanooga, Kent State, and NC State, who just couldn't move the ball. I feel like Oklahoma, Tennessee's on the road as well. I think Oklahoma moves the ball a little bit more. This does look a bit kind of sucker bettish to play the over here, though. Something tells me, though, Clip, that I think Tennessee is just kind of a wagon. I know the one thing that I know is that Tennessee will move the ball. Whether Oklahoma does, I don't really care. I would look towards maybe a Tennessee team total. That offense is really, really good. I mean, Clip, last week they put up 68 in 3 quarters against Kent State. That's 68 points in 45 minutes. That's pretty unbelievable, quite honestly. I mean, they probably had the ball, though, for like 30 minutes, 25 minutes. That's crazy.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Jeff, how about anything that jumps out at you for this college football weekend? What you got a favorite play?
Yeah, I'm looking at I'm about to bet this right when I get off the call with you here. I might even do it while I'm on the call. I like Army against Rice this week. I love these spots for Army. 12 p.m., West Point. Army's playing well. They're off a bye. They get a Rice team, Clip, who got absolutely destroyed last week on the ground against Houston. Houston ran for 237, put up 33. This Rice team is not real good, Clip. They got beat up in game 1 against Sam Houston, 34-14. Just really don't have many playmakers. I'm looking at Army at -6. I think that's a pretty good spot for that group. And, Clip, I'm looking more and more at ECU. I'm interested in this team. I don't know if I'll play the side. I mentioned the over last week. It didn't get there. You mentioned, though, kind of some issues in the red zone. Both those teams played really fast. I think one thing that I'm kind of fascinated by is ECU is top 15 nationally in plays run per game, which, is kind of interesting. Their defense, again, you and I talked before the show. I don't know if I can talk about that.
It seems like there's an issue in the secondary for ECU that is not out yet.
We'll just say that there might be an issue in the secondary for East Carolina, which, listen, good defense, but when you take out, someone important, that can hurt a defense. Now a player has to play that may normally not play. Liberty is a good offense, as you know. And the one issue I have at Liberty, Clip, is they're not a very good defense. I watched Campbell move the ball up and down the field on Liberty. I watched New Mexico State move the ball up and down. I think if you're Jake Garcia, you've got to really be interested in this matchup. That said, East Carolina, Clip, if they can hold on to the ball, that's all I care about. If they can hold on to the ball, they'll move it. I think the over is the play.
All right, Jeff Nadu liking the over in ECU Liberty. Jeff, will try to track you down on Saturday, talk more football with you during the Bud Light pregame tailgate, but appreciate your time. Always enjoy talking football with you, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Clip. See you then.
There is Jeff Nadu talking ball with us here on a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll run over some games and talk more Pirate football in Hour 3 with Coach Hud. Greg Hudson joins us here in the Pirate Radio studios. Got that coming your way. Our Fleet Feet rundown. We'll hear Coach Blake Harrell, inside the United Bank Coaches Corner. Got that and more on the way when we return after this.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Pirate Water Wicked Tea is here. Set sail for the next Pirate Water adventure. Barstool's best drink is back with delicious Wicked Tea. A strong, smooth, uncarbonated brew flavor with hints of lemon. It's the toughest tea to take on the high seas. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find the new Pirate Water Wicked Tea in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It is tailgating season, and there's no better way to tailgate than pulling up in a Ram 1500 or 2500. And we have a huge selection of Ram trucks here. You can save up to $10,000 off Ram 1500s and 2500s. We also have a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, budget-friendly, from $599 and up. And remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate fans, D&D Advertising has the new 2024 football schedules ready, and you can pick them up at these fine business locations: the Cary Brass Guy, the Snow Globe, Boyd Equipment Services, B&L Dumpster Rental and Junk Removal, Auto Repair Center, Harrison Flores Plumbing, Emily McAllister Real Broker LLC, James River Equipment, Mosquito Joe of Eastern North Carolina, Eastern Tree Pros, the Standard Dog Salon and Supply Company, Majestic Windows and Pressure Washing, My Carolina Home Inspection, All In Quality Concrete, O'Malley Health Insurance, Fame, Easy Traveling Incorporated, Precision Pest Services, Farmville Methodist Church, Coops Heating and Air Service, Creative Learning Child Care Center, and Caro's Floats and Wellness Studio. Please patronize these fine businesses as they are an asset to the community. D&D Advertising Enterprises is not licensed, affiliated with, or endorsed by any university, sports institution, or program unless specifically stated in writing. No proceeds from any of the funds collected for your ad will be given to any educational institution or sports team. We are not responsible for any schedule changes made after after printing.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Golden Ticket Cinemas is Greenville's newest movie theater and is open in the Greenville Grand location on Greenville Boulevard near the Cracker Barrel. Catch a movie on Greenville's largest screen in the Elite Theater or take advantage of great deals such as $5.50 Ticket Tuesdays. Get your movie tickets today at gtcinemas.com. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style at Golden Ticket Cinemas. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
So much time to do it. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock, Chandler Honeycutt, and former ECU defensive coordinator Greg Hudson joining us on the program in the studio. What's up, Coach Hud?
Hello. What's up, Coach?
Hi. Good to be here.
Great to have you.
Great to see you.
And you're singing Willy Wonka songs.
I got the golden ticket.
The golden ticket.
Just made the day better. I want the Oompa Loompa now.
I want to go to Golden Ticket Cinemas and see the new Joker movie.
There's a new movie?
Oh, yeah. You into those? I got to imagine you're not into like the comic book stuff.
Yeah, I like it.
You into it?
I'm even more into it now that.
Oh yeah, Dustin Lineback.
I found out you can make $45,000 by selling a comic book.
Yeah, now you're super into it.
I've been searching everywhere. I'm asking every kid in the town, "Hey, you got any comic books you're throwing out?"
Latest edition of the Greg Hudson Show with Dustin Lineback. What a and life is crazy, right? You're a football player, you get involved in NASCAR, and then you're selling comic books
for $45,000, and he's got an arsenal attack of them. I've seen the spread in this picture display, and I don't know what he's got, thousands.
We've been getting our cards graded. I've been showing you. We just got 3 Griffey's rookies graded, Coach Hood. But same thing with the comics. You send them in and get them graded right, and they give you a number on it and all that jazz.
Are they worth anything?
Not as much as we hoped, but we still got more. So
what if they're signed?
Yeah, I'm going to give them to you. You're going to get them signed, and then we're going to have something there. Everybody
still might not make as much money. So I'm going to take half of it.
Oh, crap. I forgot about the HUD finder's fee.
Ain't no favors.
We just had Ronnie Sowell on the show last hour, father of Chase, and Ronnie was a baseball player at Florida. His mentor is Ron Washington. He told some stories about being around Michael Bourne and a bunch of Charlie Hayes, but showed a picture of the kid with Chase, ECU wide receiver, and then CC, a very slimmed down CC Sabathia.
Is that kid?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So pretty cool to talk to Ronnie about. He's got some stories. In fact, Danny Beals said, "Man, does this guy think he's Greg Hudson with all these name drops and stories?" But he had a bunch of them, so that was fun.
It ain't a name drop if it's a fact. It's happened more than once.
You know what? It's cool. I name drop Greg Hudson. That's how I get my cred.
You get the finger.
Right, you know that son of a.
Those mean money.
HUD, good call on the Notre Dame. What'd you call it? A bounce back? I can't remember the wording.
Oh, it's an old Notre Dame tradition.
Yeah.
Back in the day when if we lost to to Michigan or Michigan State in week 1 or 2. Then Purdue was get right week and
get right week
hung 60 on them.
My goodness, they got right. East Carolina falling to Appalachian State last week. Hud, what'd you think of that one?
Bummer.
It was.
It just sucked.
Well, let's talk about the good thing. Derek asked, would like to hear what Coach Hud thought about tailgating at ECU. I know he said he didn't have a lot of tailgating experience. So what did you think about the tailgate?
It's a lot of standing.
BYO chair,
which I didn't have a recliner with me, but it was great. I mean, the 3 places I walked around, got to see some guys. Also, I coached, saw Pierre Bell and Dakota. Was great to see them, and that's how you know you're aging in another category, by when you see former players that you coached them when they were teenagers, and their beard is gray.
Dakota Marshall's one of those guys.
He's got a hint of gray. Pierre is salty. Pierre has got the gray looking good, man. If he cut it short and had a beard, he'd give that Danny Glover look.
First hour of the pregame show, I walked outside, saw Dakota and his family in the parking lot, and talked to him, and came back in. I told Bailey, I asked Dakota if he wanted to drop by, but he's old like us. He's got his wife, kids. He's got stuff going on, and that's how it is now, Hud, when you see those guys.
Responsibilities.
Yeah, got real stuff going on. But
it was the people were great, complimentary. It's nice to see some people that I haven't seen in a long time. That was fun. And Holton Taylor Humphreys had a big tailgate. The dentist here in town, they're great people. Then that opened up a door for a bunch of St. Peter's people that I haven't seen in years.
Oh, wow.
It was fun. And, of course, the Pirate tailgate's the best one. I mean, that's sort of the place to meet. Like, where are you going to be? Well, I'll be at Pirate Radio tailgate from such.
The hub. Did you see Chon in the golf cart riding around?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I was actually trying to ignore you. I was hoping you didn't.
I talked to you for a little bit. I don't think you saw him.
I don't
in the
know
golf
that guy.
cart. Hey, coach, and he's like, run.
Greg Hudson joining us.
I was worried because I know you were driving under the influence, maybe.
No, never.
He thought you.
I didn't say of what.
Now, if Hud sees you outside of this room, he thinks he's going to have to buy you a beer or something.
I know.
So that's
probably why he's like, he probably wants a shot. Leave. He thinks we're at AJ's.
Here's my card.
You get it back to
like one of the kids.
Chandler, the third or fourth Hudson kid now, whatever. He's the adopted.
I get no write off from it either.
All right,
it's like a wart.
Pirates give up over 400 yards passing, but they give up 21 points.
So look at how many yards they gave up, and then go to pass efficiency, defense, and the NCAA stats.
How about you just tell me?
I don't even know the formula. I just know it's the right one. I can't remember it.
My bottom line is you give up 21, you should win.
App State had
9 times out of 10.
App State had a total of 515 yards.
And win it 21-19.
It's because they couldn't run it.
Yeah.
Throw it all over the place. Have a good time.
Oh, yeah, that's back to your Case Keenum discussion.
Have fun.
That we had.
Case has got the yards. We got the rings. Same with the number one offense in the country that year, Tulsa.
Oh, yeah. When they had
were averaging
six
over
turnovers.
600 yards.
Yeah. And they kept giving you the ball. The problem is, Hud, our offense did not hold up their end of the bargain after the first 5 minutes of the game.
Came out smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to score. I mean, at least enough. I mean, you got to have the idea that you're going to play solid defense. You're going to find a way to help win the game in the kicking game, not just be equal. You want to try to, how many first downs are you getting after you get a chance to field the ball? Are you getting 10 yards there? And you add those up. All right, we took, let's say the 5 turnovers, or let's say those 5 turnovers we got against Houston, and we had return yardage of 123 yards. So let's say a kid catches 5 balls at receiver for 123. You're going to say he had a great day. So those are little analytics that you look at. So, where's the hidden yardage disappearing at, and the opportunities? Are you always going, one of the negatives on giving up the passing yards is if you don't get the turnover, you're susceptible to the field goal unless you got C.J. Wilson, we just block them. And but yeah, they just they're a snap away from that game.
I talked to Blake Harrell about the miss pick at the end of the game. Of course, the defense did score a touchdown on Saturday. But Shirley, can we hear from Blake Harrell, as caught up with him on Wednesday and asked him a few questions.
Coming off that one, Coach, you scored a touchdown on defense, but also left one out there at the end with the drop pick. So how do you talk about your team and opportunities like that?
Opportunities, you don't get so many in the game, and just really proud of the effort our guys played with. I think they're playing hard. I think they're playing physical, doing those things. But when an opportunity comes your way, whether it's a third down opportunity or a ball in the air, you only get so many of those. But the offense only makes a mistake so many times, and especially a good quarterback like he was. So we got to capitalize on that, and especially when the game's on the line, that one sticks out. With Gavin there at the end, but there's one earlier in the game with Jamarlee makes his. That's a hell of a play right there by a freshman coming across the middle, and has a great break on it. Everything, just when he hits the ground, he kind of lands on it instead of rolling with it. So we got to work on that a little bit. Omar dropped one, I think, early in the game as well, first quarter. That you pick those 3 balls and force 6 turnovers now. Now you really feel good about it, and it probably changes the outcome of the game. So turnovers are huge. It's part of our culture. Not only playing hard, playing physical, but creating those turnovers. And we got to keep capitalizing on those opportunities. Just really proud of Siobhan, the one he had, the one that Gavin had, another one, in the game, early in the game, made a great play on the ball. And then Zakai forced one, and Raheem recovered it down there. But we got a few more we left out there that we could have had, and I think that could have been the difference in the game defensively for us.
3 games in, what do you like from your unit? What have you learned, and where do you want to see you guys grow?
Yeah, I tell you this, I don't have any question about they're going to play hard. I don't have any questions about they're going to play physical. We got to keep growing and doing our job, keep growing in our assignment and being sound there in our technique and our fundamentals, and that'll come because we know every week offenses are going to be the same. They're going to be better each and every week. Create new challenges. So we got to make sure we're ready up for those challenges and be ready to kind of rise to them. And some of that's going to come with just a focus on us, not necessarily our opponent, but focus on us, how we can do our job better, how we can play better technique, how we can do a better job communicating and those type of things, and make sure we're all on the same page and get stops. Held them 2 touchdowns last week, and we got to continue to get stops. And I think for me, it's those third down stops played a big part in that game. And the first one of the game had a chance to go 3 and out, and we really we go 3 and out and get a penalty or catches over there, and then go 3 more plays and get off the field. But it's just a game of field position there. Then late in the fourth quarter, I think we had 2 third down conversions. You'd love to have those 2 back as well. So. They're a good football team, good offense. You give them the credit, and they made some plays, and they're going to make some plays. But third down's a chance for us to get off the field and get the ball back to our offense, and for us to get a chance to sit on the bench for a little while.
What are some of the challenges you see with Liberty?
Yeah, I think anytime you face a option team, a chance to hand the ball off inside, pull it, pitch it, it creates challenges, or maybe a new look for your defense. The new option is the RPO. Everybody, dive quarterback, or they throw the hitch out there, or slant or whatever, and now it's just pitching it. So that's a challenge, is just make sure we're assignment sound there. Their quarterback's a good player. I mean, he's certainly, worth all the hype, all American, whatever he may be there, and he can take it the distance at any time. He makes their offense go. I think him and Cooley, the running back, really good, 1-2 punch in there, and I know this from playing with the option for years, of being part of those staffs. Anytime you had a really good quarterback and a really good fullback, your offense is tough to defend, and Liberty certainly is. And they got a lot of other players around that. Don't take, not to leave those guys out, but it starts with those 2. So that's certainly where the challenge begins.
There's Blake Harrell, a little bit on last week, a little bit on Liberty coming up this Saturday. We'll be with you 2 p.m. on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, taking you up to the 6 o'clock kickoff after the game. The U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show. Blake Harrell there on the United Bank Coaches Corner. United Bank, safe, sound, secure since 1839. Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC. Coach talked about kind of missed opportunities on defense. We always talk about drops on offense, and what do you do? What do you make the guy do at practice or whatever? How about on defense? Is it the same as a receiver dropping a pass with a corner?
Yeah, you get rid of them.
I don't know if you do that.
Oh. Offense said, what do you want to do? Would you like? Well, nowadays you can't. You just cut somebody now. Nobody,
send them to the portal.
We weren't allowed to do that. You're off to the portal. There is a reaction. It is a little different. I always thought was interesting. receiver drops the ball. It's my bad, dog. DB drops the ball. Everybody wants to kill that kid. He's got no chance. So, you know what? Sometimes there's a reason they're a DB.
I hear that one.
You don't want to throw the ball to them. But yeah, you got to catch the ball. You got to catch the uncontested ones. You got to make the layups. Because you can win. You can play your ass off. I mean, you could play a heck of a game. You lose one situation for winning a game. Just one situation, you can lose.
Yeah, it's just so magnified.
Let's say you follow 7 of them as a team. Like we win these, like Coach Holtz had, like his father also had the 7 areas. And teams from around the country that have been in that system, if you win those 7 areas, you're going to win a football game. You can lose one and miss one of them, and you're out.
I have a question for Coach.
Raise your hand, please. Yes.
Yes.
In the front.
Mr. Hudson, the past couple of weeks we've been talking about on the offensive side of the ball, the offensive coordinator having a script, having 15 to 20 plays as a script, and it seems like East Carolina outside of that script is struggling to find a rhythm, to find an identity on offense. But I guess my question is on the defensive side of the ball, does the defensive coordinator have like 15 to 20 plays? Do they have a script? Did they sit down, or did they just kind of go with the flow?
No, you have a script. You have a call sheet, and it's situational based, and you're just reacting unless you're for as close to a fact as you can get that this is going to happen on this down distance and opportunity, and then you're more the aggressor on that. That might be blitzing early, blitzing on first down, bailing out on 3rd and long, stuff like that. But yeah, you have a call sheet. I'm not going to run 12 defenses in a row just to see how you're responding to it, because my curiosity could be a touchdown for you. And, I got to make sure I'm doing what I think is the absolute best on that particular call, or what is the safest. For us, we had an out where we had the defense that we could basically play to every single formation and play. And we said we could stop. If everybody does their job, we could stop it, and that was our bailout. That sounds good on the call list and going through all 12 of them. I'd like to see the sheets of every coach that says they do that, and they get to all 12 in a row. I wonder how many times they've actually done. I've called those 12 in a row, because if you run the power twice and you're ranking 14 yards, and then you run the sprint draw, I'm going to be asking. Why? Where's the power?
Yeah.
Well, I want to get through my list.
Stick with what works, right?
I can get a new coordinator.
Greg Hudson joining us. When you take a break, we'll come back. Jamie has his weekly Coach Hud question. Hoosiers looking good, by the way, Coach.
Man,
put it on UCLA.
I might actually cheer for him this week.
Oh,
but I like the boss there. They hired a good football coach now.
And have a favorable schedule. We ran it down with Coach Mack the other day, so could be some big times in Bloomington.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take a break. We'll come back more with Greg Hudson when we return Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday after this.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. This month, Doug Henry is giving away ECU football tickets. Stop in and register to win and purchase the vehicle of your dreams. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the price, right on the corner. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. McGraw from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
This is a public notice, only Discount Mattress and Furniture, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Every single item must be sold at pennies on the dollar, up to 75% off mattresses, furniture, wall to wall. Only Discount Mattress and Furniture, all wood chest, $99. Computer desk, $99. Nightstands, $49. Dinette sets, table and 4 chairs, $199. Chairs, end tables, coffee tables, $20. Bedroom suits, living room suits, up to 75% off. Regular mattresses sets, regular $500. Today, $200. Pay by cash, check, and credit card. Second chance credit, no credit, new credit, bad credit. 9 days, same as cash. Bring your truck and trailers to save even more. U-Haul trucks will be on location for pickup of merchandise absolutely free. Public notice, Discount Mattress and Furniture, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Hurry, when it's gone, it's gone. Winning is not everything, it's the only thing.
TD, Tutty, taking it to the house. Whatever you call a touchdown, they matter more at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Ready to place your first NFL bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score a touchdown. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code PIRATE. That's code PIRATE for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus. North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus Premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms at nfl.com/terms.
Pirate Radio. We work like captains.
And I'm your body captain. You are going to put on your dancing shoes and rock it.
And party like pirates. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It's that time of year again. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa's annual Fall into Beauty event is underway, and it runs from now until October 4th. You can stop by and check out all the great deals that they have. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in Eastern North Carolina. They're open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night. On Monday nights, they have sports trivia with Clip Brock. And then, of course, Friday and Saturday, live music bands. Coming up Friday night, it'll be the Dawson Wright Band. And then on Saturday, the Lost Artists will be performing. And they have all the fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered as well. Every Sunday, kick off the day at the Buck with the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs so you don't miss a game. And they do a weekly jersey giveaway that starts at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Might see old Greg Hudson roll in this Saturday during the Bud Light pregame tailgate.
That starts at 2 o'clock.
Watch some ball with us, talk some ball, have a ball. Jamie's been asking this question like 3 weeks. Let me ask it.
There was a question that we didn't get to last week, I think.
Should offensive players be penalized for grabbing the face mask of a defender?
Illegal hands to the face.
No. If you grab it and pull, yes.
If you open palm, like open hand?
I got a great answer from a Big Ten referee group when they would come meet annually at Minnesota. Mace would hold it. The guy looked at me. I said, "Why do they get to grab our face mask?" He said, "Because you get to cut them.
You get to go at the knees. You get to, yeah.
I was like,
little give and take there.
Then you
I'm
said,
like, you grab it.
touche.
Yes, you got me.
All right, Jamie. There is your. Here's one I haven't seen called. I remember with the whole concussions thing, they said when a running back lowers his helmet, they're going to start calling a flag. Like I'd never see that called.
It's not coming.
Yeah, I mean they talk about it, but I never see it.
Because they tell the guys your pads are too high, you run too high,
right?
And you say get lower. You know, the first thing you're going to do is duck your head instead of bending your knees.
Do you think targeting should be a toss you out of the game penalty, or should it just be a 15-yarder in college?
15-yarder.
Yeah,
anywhere. So it's really stupid then when you get ejected in the second half, you're ejected for the first half of the second game. That's crazy to me.
I think if there's a guy acting like a human missile and it's obvious, I think you should have some discretion on it.
It's like the dog pees on the carpet on Monday and you see it on Wednesday and you whoop his ass. I mean, you whoop his behind. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. I
don't get that analogy.
I mean, you're going to punish some guy down the road?
Oh, you're talking about for the next game? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I agree with that.
And I think it should go to the league and be scrutinized on the call. But some guys are fools, and they're gonna duck their head. And if you don't make it strict enough, it'll get out of control. So you got to do it.
The ones I hate are the accidental ones where it's almost like the offensive guy puts his helmet where it shouldn't be when the guy's making the tackle and it's an accident. Those are the ones that I
helmet
hate.
To helmet is still. It's not always a fact. Yeah, every time you hit, it's helmet to helmet. It's the crown, and did he lower? It's tough. But
I do like, and I hate reviews, like the amount of reviews, but I do like they review it now because it used to be, hey, we thought it was targeting live, you're out. At least they look at it.
They got to review it. But they don't call. They don't call it on crack blocks.
Right.
These guys.
Like rarely you see an offensive player get called for one of those things.
Yeah, I mean the best thing I've heard a commentator say, even though he didn't say it while he was doing his first on the job. Tom Brady said about the defensive players getting fined and suspended and for these hits. He said, "Why aren't we fining the quarterback?" He goes, "If you look at those plays." It's the quarterback throwing bad balls and getting those guys killed. More than the defensive player is the culprit.
Interesting.
But it has cleaned the game up a little bit. I mean, literally, Nick Johnson was trained to take out a shallow crosser. I mean, he was as good at it. He was just sneaky and good at it. So when the guys quit running shallow, of course, he did get called once on it.
I don't know if we talked about this with
Coach, it wasn't a penalty then,
with Coach Hud and rules, but what is like a rule in any in NFL, college that you want to see change? Like, for example, we always talk about the fumble out of the back of the end zone. The touchback. What's the rule that you wish they would look at?
The offensive lineman run blocking downfield, and you can throw a drop back pass.
Well, they are taking that. I mean, I've seen a ton of illegal men downfield calls this year.
Yeah, not enough. I mean,
there should be more.
Where have you seen them in college?
ECU's it's been called for East Carolina.
Man, if you get called in college, you are a fool.
It was called a couple times week one with the RPO and trying to figure out what was going on. But
was the guy? It's usually an uncovered lineman who's a bad actor, and he's probably 6'7". And
as a defensive coordinator, you want to see that called more. You think?
Yeah,
it should be
I don't think you should be able to go. You can run block, but you can't go down field 3 yards.
Was it 5 yards? 3 yards they can't exceed?
But sometimes these guys that are uncovered and they're reaching the zone play, they're just. But I had a thing. Matter of fact, a guy from Kentucky that was my GA called and said, "Hey, Big Bird's working and stop signs." I said, "What do you mean?" So after coaching offensive line, I used to get ticked off when we would run play action pass. Even if we were blocking the run, you use the technique of the run. You just widened your feet a little bit more to keep your balance and not get on the ground, give up a sack. Well, if an offensive lineman's uncovered, you know what's the first thing they do? They run the run block with their feet. But if they're uncovered and they do this. I don't know why. It's never been taught in the history of football. Ever by no offensive line coach has ever said, at the snap, I want you to do all the block with your legs, but I want you to bend over and stick your arms out. So I started calling them stop signs to linebackers, like, stop, it's a pass. Or then we started, when they would do it on the run, as they're running and their arms are going like this, we started calling them Big Bird.
Okay.
So we would watch for Big Bird arms and stop sign hands. But now, you know.
Well, Jamie, I think your bitching has paid off, Coach, because Jamie's right. They've made an emphasis, I feel like, on illegal man downfield calls. Yeah. So maybe it's.
And if you're getting called on that, like I said, you're a fool, because just be a good actor.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not running a 5-yard option route as a tackle.
All right, another question for Hud. I'm going to add on to this question. He said, did defensive players, when you played, wear stickum to catch the ball? I want to know now.
We had the gloves.
With all the technology, like these guys are wearing a million accessories. What did you wear as a player? Did you have the cool neck roll?
Yeah. It was built into the shoulder pads.
Okay.
We were one of the first to have that built in, like a speed bump back there.
Yeah.
Didn't do crap.
Yeah.
And, but no, we would, gloves, little wrist tape. We called it show tape. It did nothing. It was completely for show.
There you go.
The eye black was popular. Eye black doesn't work, by the way, as a matter of fact. The guys that put the mask on, I was like, what are you doing? You know.
The shield?
Guys they paint their, if it's a.
Oh, you're talking about the face.
Rivalry games and big games. I'd come in on Thursday meeting and be like, all right, I took pictures of you guys last week before the game. You didn't know it. Totally lying. So I got snapshots of all of you, what you look like before kickoff. If I see you with your pants pulled up higher, you got 8 rolls of tape on your arms, you're painted, your face, you're getting ready for the rivalry game, all right, you're not playing. Don't change anything.
And I've got this cake, and I'll throw it at you.
This cake will go right in your lips.
Now there's a lot of ways to get noticed. Philip Henry used to join me on the show. You were coaching when he was a receiver here. He said, because y'all didn't have the names on the back of your jerseys, and he said he wore dreads so his family could recognize him hanging out of his helmet. Now, I don't know if that was true or not. That's what he told me.
Before his family got here.
Right, yeah. That was what he said.
Philip Henry. Oh, yeah.
Wide receiver, yeah.
Didn't he drop the ball at
Fumble!
UAB? Oh, man, is that a heartbreaker?
I hate that that's how you remember it, but that's a big play, yep.
Not that I remember.
What did you say? The ball's in the...
That was Ricky Eck, man.
Guys in the end zone, the ball's on the two.
That's the first thing I thought of. I thought of Ricky Eck at the Turkey Bowl in 1978. I was pissed.
What year was this?
06.
06.
Second game of the... No, was that the opener?
It was
blue is a violet and red is a rose.
Roses are red, violets are blue. The guy's in the end zone, the ball's on the two.
There it is.
Ricky Eck.
2006 ECU football.
What was the opener? No, we played Navy the week before, didn't we?
That would have been, was that 05 or 06?
06.
Wow, look at this guy. At Navy, lost a heartbreaker. At UAB, lost 17-12. Phillips in the end zone, balls on the two.
Man, after the game, one of the coaches, we were standing, the coaches are off in a separate locker room. It was quiet. Everybody's in shock. Somebody said, man, that was too bad. Nobody feels worse than that kid. I said, I do.
You feel pretty damn bad.
I feel awful.
Oh, boy. But you were able to win 7 games that year, Coach Hud, despite the 0-2 start.
You know, the other good thing about that year, besides us throwing 2 footballs into the stands after we intercepted them, we were trying to start a new tradition.
Did you get penalized for that?
Yeah, something I think
that's stupid too.
PAT. Yeah, But it was Travis threw the one at Southern Miss, and somebody.
Oh yeah.
And the kid threw one at Central Florida that he scored on. But what was I going to tell you?
I don't know.
No, you asked me a question.
You won 7 games after starting 0-2. Is how
that was also I think we were. That's when we moved up to number 1 or 2 in defense in the league. But that was also the year they experimented with the time change.
What do you mean?
They were stopping the clock and letting it run in different ways, like they're doing now.
I don't remember that. Huh.
But it's not. It was more like a total NFL game. It was something where they weren't stopping the chains after a first down, so it shortened the time of the game, obviously. And for us, we looked at how that affected us playing less snaps of defense. Was the key.
Should you show that to Greg Hudson or not?
I've never seen this before.
Yeah. There's the play. Big catch and run. But you got to get in the end zone with the ball, PH.
Oh, man. 23 comes up right behind him.
Cut those dreads off.
They slowed you down.
Knows who you are.
All right, let's take another break. We'll come back. Fleet Feet Rundown. More to go. Pirate Radio Live.
Still
on
love
a
you,
Thursday.
Phillip. Still love you.
Oh, great guy. Came on on our show a lot over the years. We'll be back with more after
use
this.
that stickum.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal, to make sure you leave a happy customer.
You want a sub made the authentic Jersey way? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want a radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a talking dog that only talks about Jersey Mike's. My owner says, "Hey, buddy." And I'm like, "Get me an authentic Jersey sub." He says, "That's all you ever think about." And I say, "No. I also think about teaching myself to drive the Jersey Mike's, but until I figure that out, you're all I have." Woof, woof. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
There's more to fall than just Pirate football. It's also a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. Why should you list your house for sale in the fall? Buyers are ready now. Many buyers are expecting interest rates to adjust by the end of the year, and they're getting ready to start their search now, ahead of the spring market when competition increases.
Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
It's party time. The city of Greenville is celebrating its 250th birthday, and you're invited. Join us on Friday, October 4th from 5 to 8 p.m. at 5 Points Plaza downtown for an evening full of fun for the whole family. Enjoy live music by the Dickens, explore a vibrant vendor market, or hang in the beer garden. And don't forget, attendees have the chance to win $250 each hour. Mark your calendar for the city of Greenville's 250th anniversary celebration on October 4th from 5 to 8 p.m. Come celebrate with us and find yourself in good company.
Fall into comfort with fantastic fall savings from Boston
Bustic Sugg Furniture. Transform your home this fall with some of our lowest prices of the season, plus 6 months special financing. Kick back, relax with beautiful motion furniture from Lazy Boy, Bassett, and Best at the guaranteed lowest price. Catch better Z's and save on a comfortable new Serta or Helix mattress with up to 48 months special financing. Cozy up and fall into comfort now at Bustic Sugg Furniture.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com. Over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Naylor Show.
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room is your favorite place in downtown Greenville for lunch, dinner, or drinks with friends. 5th Street serves lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday, plus brunch starts at 10:30 on Saturdays and Sundays. You can follow 5th Street on Instagram for the latest events and specials. 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room, right beside the State Theater in downtown Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We'll open up our Fleet Feet rundown. Can we get a Hart to tell us about our friends at Fleet Feet?
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
We'll take a look at our Thursday night football slate. Only 2 games. Before we get there, though, Sean, I was looking up, when do we get to our Fun Belt Maction portion of the year?
I need to know.
I'm seeing October 15th, which would be a Tuesday. We got South Alabama and Troy. So around that point of the season, I think, is when we start getting some midweek football.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think I've played on every day of the week.
One year, ECU
played against Memphis on a Tuesday night. I remember.
Was that Skip or Rough, where we played almost every day of the week?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, it was nuts.
I have played on a Monday. Played on a Labor Day.
And I know we had I want to say a bowl game on a Sunday.
We had a season opener on a Sunday.
That we did.
NC on a Sunday.
That's right.
UConn on a Sunday.
That is right. That was ugly, and we won.
Somehow.
On my birthday.
Because their kicker, Tarbutt, missed the field goal. Unfortunate name, unfortunate kick for Tarbutt.
And then the Hail Mary to Justin Jones was on a Sunday. Russ' first game.
Dude, we are awesome on Sundays.
Let's play on every Sunday.
Except when we lost to A&T.
Oh, yeah. That was bad.
That was bad. Huh?
When was that?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, Coach.
Don't worry about it.
This is way after. This is 2 coaches after you.
What year was it, Zach?
2017, I think. Tell him to bring me my money.
Who was that?
That was Scotty.
Scotty lost to A&T.
Yeah, you had to have seen the famous video meme.
I thought it was a typo that A&T was on there accidentally.
No.
You thought it was AT&T.
That was back-to-back years that we lost season openers to an FCS school.
We lost to Mike Houston.
Lost to Mike Houston the next
year. You ever
year.
seen the coach in the locker room saying, "Tell him to bring me my money"? Unfortunately, that's the A&T coach in our visiting locker room. So that's. You ever see that?
I have seen it.
It's funny, but
is that really?
Yeah.
Yes. Sam Washington.
That's how they beat us.
Yeah.
Breaking news, Coach.
Man, they should have said that at Northern Illinois' locker room.
Real quick, Eric's got a question. What does Coach Hud do first? Kick ass or take names? What's first on the agenda?
Oh, I get your name and address so I can write apologies.
That's kind of concerning, Chandler, because he's got our names, so we know what's coming next.
Man, I couldn't break a glass. Right, I couldn't
Listen
punch a
to
hole in
you.
a glass.
Hey, I heard Shirley contacted you directly. That's a big step for her.
Pissed me off.
Y'all are pals now.
Went to counseling after she called.
Yeah, she didn't even show up to work yesterday. I think she had to. Yeah.
What?
You weren't here.
Yeah,
We're
I was
getting ready
in.
for UConn.
Yeah, no, I was in D.C. yesterday.
The Fighting Genos.
Yeah, the Fighting Genos.
I know. All right.
Geno.
Thursday night football. South Alabama, App State. Coach Hud's instant reaction was, Jaguars are going to win that game.
Then you told me they scored all their points they're going to score for the season last week.
Then they scored 87 points last week against Northwestern State.
Purple
That's
Demons.
in Louisiana?
Yep.
One of the many directional schools. 87 points.
I think that should be a fun game, though.
I was telling Chandler, though, if App State loses that, we look a lot worse than we already do.
See, I don't care about that. Somebody said it earlier. I guess you want App State to run the table now. I don't care. I want us to win. I don't care what these other schools.
It was that Kaplan. In November, then you'll say, yeah, that game sucked.
It's going to suck regardless of if they're good or bad.
That was a long time ago. That's what you want to hear. It was September. That doesn't count.
I hear you, Zach, but I don't know, man. That stuff doesn't matter to me anymore. Who wins, Zach?
It actually does now because everybody complained about strength of schedule not being a factor, and we had to please everybody.
Well, I'm bummed out. If App State wins or loses tonight and the rest of the season, I'm bummed out about us losing to App State.
App State don't lose at home.
See, they I'm telling you, we went through it. They lose some games like this.
Not at home.
All right.
Their road record is awful, except at Dowdy.
I did see they showed it on the broadcast. They accepted Dowdy.
Nah, we beat them.
That's their first time winning in Dowdy. That's their first ever win.
But they have like the 5th most road wins or something.
Really?
They said it during the broadcast. You were at the game. They showed a graphic or whatever. But they're like top 10 road wins in the last 5 whatever years they.
It's weird though, because like over the last 3 years, like 80% of their losses have came on the road.
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
They don't lose much though. So.
NFL game, Jets-Pats. You were asking about Aaron Rodgers. Kind of a ho-hum start to the season. Hey, Ryan. What's up, pal? Hey, Pats. Pats going to win tonight? Probably not. He's a masshole.
Wait, didn't they win?
They are 1-1.
Who beat them last week?
Last week they lost to the Seahawks at home in overtime. They've been competitive. More competitive than people thought.
Where's the game at?
Tonight the game is in New Jersey.
Meadowlands.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you about NFL.
Yeah. Your guess is as good as anybody's at this point. Because the top 2 favorites each week have lost. I don't know if you guys are in survivor pools. If so, I hope you didn't take the Bengals week 1 against the Patriots or the Ravens week 2 against the Raiders. Those were the biggest favorites and both lost outright. Ooh, crazy. So that is what's on tap for tonight. Zach, can you give us a update on ECU Olympic sports?
So yeah, tonight the soccer team plays at home. They just had their first loss this past week against James Madison, a good team though. So now they have one loss like every other team we have. They play tonight against UTSA. Whiteout game. I'm gonna try to stop by for a little bit. Tomorrow, the volleyball team also just lost their first game earlier this week to South Carolina. They play at number 1 Pittsburgh tomorrow night.
Yikes.
Pitt's number 1.
Pitt is number 1 this
Pitt
week.
Beat Penn State, right?
Sounds
I believe
right.
I saw that.
Yeah.
What's Nebraska ranked?
I don't know. I just know newly ranked number 1 Pitt.
I mean, Google it up.
So
another Moeller connection right there. Harper Murray.
We're playing there tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. Maybe they put up a good fight and maybe scrape a few sets out. That'd be cool.
All right, your top 5 volleyball teams. Pitt, number 1. Number 2, Stanford. Number 3, Penn State. Number 4, Louisville. Number 5, Nebraska.
Oh, and tomorrow also the cross-country team races at Wake Med.
Where do they run at?
They run at Wake. This weekend they're at Wake Med for the
where do they run here?
At the hospital?
They run at North Rec.
They run it through the hospital.
Yeah, through the halls.
In the parking lot.
They run at the North Rec, and they run out on some dirt roads out by North Pitt High School. It's where they do all their long runs. It's all long gravel roads.
Really?
Yep. It's
Go
really nice out there.
See CJ Wilson and a race. What a day.
They don't race there. They just run there.
I'll practice.
Yeah.
All right. Quick note, conference realignment. Shirley, what'd you say? UTSA
are in talks.
Yeah,
it's been confirmed that they are talking to the Pac?
Jeff Traylor confirmed that UTSA is listening to the Pac-12's pitch for them to join the Pac-12. This is from footballscoop.com. And they are looking.
Okay, he said that is a real conversation that's happening as we speak.
Yeah.
UTSA and Pac-12. So all they got to do, HUD, is go by San Antonio State. And
somebody else I saw was on that list that's potential, and Memphis.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that makes sense because they originally were
Memphis State. That's right. Penny Hardaway days, they were Memphis
Why aren't
State.
they going to go a little farther east of Boise and go get North Dakota State?
That is interesting. I wonder if the Bison or any of those other big-time FCS teams want to make the jump like App State and Liberty.
I don't know.
Montana State, South Dakota
I don't
State,
know, man.
Idaho State.
It mentions that UTSA is the only NFL or FBS school in San Antonio, which, by the way, is the nation's 31st largest media market.
here we
So
go
that's
with
a
media
big draw
markets.
for
You're in the media.
the Pac-12.
Yeah, that'll get you done. Have they even brought up, like, well, what if the Pirates go? What do you think?
I have not seen us mention.
How many
like,
people would want to go coast to coast? I'd be like, if somebody in the Power Four is making it 5 again and ask me to go, I'm going to run you over in the parking lot to get there.
But is that going to be a power conference? Are they going to have the automatic entry into things? I don't know.
I think they will.
Well, according to Jeff Traylor, he in his radio show, he mentioned that UTSA is loyal to the AAC unless the Pac-12 pays more, and then they will be loyal Pac-12 members.
Okay, all right.
So he laid it out just as simple as he could. It's all
comment.
about the money at this point.
Yeah, I'm loyal too, baby.
Okay, so he made a joke of it. I thought he was making a real statement, like we are loyal.
Still waiting to see somebody go in just football.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could do the
Notre
whole thing.
Dame.
I can
7
pull
million
up-
is the number that the Pac-12 has to beat.
I can pull up an article right
We
now.
got a good number here.
7. What is it?
Million.
7 mil.
For what?
That's the ESPN. Like
That's the. It's reportedly how much the American is paying each member per year.
Coach Hud, do you remember this glorious day? November 27th, 2012. East Carolina accepts football membership in Big East.
Big East, yeah.
Never played a game in it. We're never in it. But we accepted a football membership that quickly turned into the American or whatever. But yeah.
Like, did it dissolve like the
down.
very next day or
Is
something
that
like
the day
that?
BC left?
Yeah, I can't remember the dominoes that fell.
The Big East heard we were coming and said we can't do that and just left.
The Big East, the previously announced new members will begin play in Football League National Scope 2013 season. Those schools are Boise State, UCF, Houston, Memphis, SMU, and San Diego State.
What?
And everybody said it was too far to go.
And look at us now.
Until this year. And, well, really the first team to really jump on the distance thing was West Virginia, joining the Big 12. That was the first team that's really.
Maryland leaving the ACC.
We are very excited to welcome East Carolina University into the Big East Conference. Big East Commissioner Mike Oresco said.
Yeah, but Maryland can Maryland can take a bus to Penn State.
Yeah, that wasn't a big jump though. Yeah.
That's all for I-95.
We're in the Big East,
big
baby.
cities.
All right, we need to take our last break. We'll come back, get ready to wrap it up on a Thursday. Back with you after this.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Did you know that GUC's electric rates are the lowest in Pitt County? GUC's average residential electric bill using 1,000 kilowatt hours per month with load management is $21 lower than the investor-owned utilities and $34 lower than the local co-ops. In fact, GUC's average electric bills are still $10 lower than they were 10 years ago. Low rates with high reliability. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Golden Ticket Cinemas is Greenville's newest movie theater and is now open in the Greenville Grand location on Greenville Boulevard near Cracker Barrel. Experience the ultimate movie magic with their Elite experience. The Elite Theater has the largest screen in Greenville, state-of-the-art 4K laser projection, immersive Dolby Atmos sound, and heated luxury recliners. And coming soon, Eastern North Carolina's only IMAX theater. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style with luxurious amenities and top-notch service at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Regulators! Mount up!
Dank Burrito is coming to Greenville. Dank is your ticket to adventure in a tortilla. We combine bold flavors to make new kinds of burritos, tacos, and bowls, like honey truffle buffalo chicken or teriyaki shrimp. Once you're Dank, you'll never want the same boring burrito again. Dank Burrito is also the official burrito of the ECU Pirates, which we all know and love here in G Vegas. We're opening soon at 108 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Come join the Dank Burrito Mafia. Hope to see y'all soon.
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Rhonda from Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Fall weather is coming and we're ready for some Pirate football. Russell's has a long history of dressing Pirate fans, both men and women. For the men, we offer both logoed and non-logoed from Peter Millar, Johnny O, and Smathers and Branson. Our ladies love Tyler Bowe, Emily McCarthy, and Never a Wallflower for game day. Join us in wishing the Pirates a healthy and successful season. And remember, for all your game day needs, shop Russell's in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Big game season is here, and I'm not just talking about Pirate football. Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. We're ready to blast the cannons in the stands and the fields. You know what I mean. Get ready with us. Take your pick from the largest selection in Eastern NC. Grab a rifle on a scope, and we'll mount and bore sight it for you. Don't forget Springfield's Gear Up promo. Buy a 2020 Waypoint, get a 2020 Rimfire Target rifle for free. Stay tuned in weekly as we shoot through fall with the best deals around. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
I love it.
Pirate Radio.
I'm glued all day.
Pirate Radio.
Listen to me rocks, baby.
Pirate Radio. The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was a good day for the stock market. The Dow was up 522 points and finished at 42,025. The NASDAQ was up 440 at 18,013, and the S&P was up 95 points at 5,713. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
Back with you. Wrapping it up. Touchdown, Tutty, taking it to the house. Whatever you call a touchdown, they matter more at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score a touchdown. Jarrett's been good at those. Ramondre Stevenson plus 600, I believe, tonight. Lines are subject to change, but check it out on DraftKings. Do a touchdown dance of your own and score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the number one place to bet touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code PIRATE. That's code PIRATE for new customers to get a $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus Premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms at nfl.com/terms. Hud?
Yes.
Can the Pirates win in Lynchburg on Saturday?
Yeah.
Will they?
I hope so.
All right. Good answer.
I hope so.
I hope so. Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you Saturday.
Absolutely.
Right here. And do you have any words for the people as we leave today?
Be nice.
That's simple as that. Shirley, Zach, behind the scenes Christian, John.
I'll see you Monday.
Oh. You better send me your damn NFL picks.
Oh, that's right. I'm glad
Where
you
are you
told
going?
me. Lynchburg.
Oh, boy. Don't get arrested.
All right.
Be nice.
I'll be nice.
Don't get arrested. We'll talk to you Friday, 3 o'clock. Pirate Radio Live. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB.